We're here.
Hey!
Hey!
You're really good at that countdown, David.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I try. Do my best. So, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Curse of Strahd with your cast here at Lakeside Legendz. First, what was that?
I'm in a little bit of a panic mode.
Oh, well, you
little.
should be. First, we have imra'lyr Sardith, our Shadow Elf Ranger, played by Lore. Kinsley, our firbolg cleric, played by Blair. Me, also called Mephisto, a changeling druid, played by Arthur. Still maybe. And Francisco Guadalupe del Valle, a changeling fighter, played by Trevor. And let's not. Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We've still not noticed that he's gone.
Yeah, I know. We have no idea.
Well, let's not forget about yours truly, your DM and master storyteller for this story, DM David. All of us are here. We are back. On our last episode, our heroes began their trek from the village of Barovia following the old Sphalic road. The Misfits and their new friends, Ismark and Irina, eventually stumbled upon a Vistani camp. It was here that our crew came face to face with the old gypsy woman that brought them to this desolate place. Madame Eva is her name, and she told the Misfits that they were brought here for a reason. Yes, the Vistani people do essentially work for Strahd, inviting strangers into Barovia for the devil to play with. But the old woman stated that she had her own reasons for agreeing to do this dirty work for the vampire. Madame Eva claimed to our group that she wants Barovia freed from the hand of Strahd, and that she truly believes our group of heroes are strong enough to do just that. Feeling conflicted and upset, the adventurers camped there with the Vistani for the night, and headed out again the next day. After almost a full day of marching, it was decided that the group yet again needed to find a place to hunker down for the night. They were not going to make it to the town of Vallaki before nightfall. Eventually, the group found an old windmill and thought that this might be a good place to stay. However, as everyone made their way into the building, Francisco failed a wisdom saving throw and disappeared. You would think his friends would notice his absence, but their new surroundings must have distracted them.
Especially with how much you talk.
Yes, but they must have been distracted as they heard cackling fluttering down to them from higher up in the windmill. imra'lyr decided to check out what the noise was and stumbled upon some small children locked in cages on one of the upper floors. Along with these children, imra'lyr also discovered a curious-looking metal rod running from outside the roof of the windmill all the way down to the bottom floor where her friends were. Also, the cackling from earlier had come from an old decrepit-looking parrot sitting inside the uppermost room, cackling over and over again.
Should have killed it.
Actually, it escaped. You should have.
No, I know. I said I should have.
Oh, I thought you said you did. And I was like, no, you didn't.
No.
I should have.
Disgusted with this place, imra'lyr decided they were not going to stay the night in a place so evil. She took out her tinderbox and set fire to the uppermost room, and then ushered her friends and the young children outside. As soon as she did, however, the group turned to see thunderclouds circling above the windmill. After a beat, lightning struck the curious rod imra'lyr had noticed earlier, and screaming started reverberating out from underneath the windmill. And that is where we are now. So everyone except Francisco is outside of the windmill. You guys see a very strange looking cloud above the windmill with lightning strikes coming down. It's hitting the rod every so often, and when it does, you hear screaming coming from inside the windmill. It sounds like it's coming from underneath.
I turned to the kids. I thought you said that there was nobody else here.
There's not.
Do you? I I run around and I'm looking for because we didn't see a way in, like a down basement thing.
If you're running around the windmill, give me without you don't even need a perception check. You see that there is like a cellar pantry doors on the outside of the windmill going down into it.
Can I go to them and like open?
I'm go and you shake them, and they appear locked.
Can
Before
I take
all of this, Kinsley wants to do a head count and make sure everyone made it out of the freaking windmill.
Okay, you can do that while I'm doing
So
this.
Kinsley is doing a head count before you run away. While you're talking to kids.
As I'm running away.
Kinsley does the head count, and she notices that Francisco is missing.
Where's Francisco?
I'm on the other side of the windmill.
Okay, so imra'lyr,
Can I take out my key?
Go ahead. So you take out your key, you go to unlock it, and you notice there is no keyhole to put in your key.
Who's the strong one? Francisco! Francisco!
I'm running back. Like, is the fire isn't engulfing the windmill down below, right?
No. So you guys don't even see the fire yet. It's still like starting.
Going back to the door, and I am looking for Francisco inside, assuming he's inside.
Okay, so yeah, you run back inside, and you don't see Francisco inside. You do see that smoke is starting to kind of creep down the spiral staircase.
Okay.
But you don't see Francisco anywhere.
I run up to the front. Where is Francisco?
He's missing.
I'm running back out of the windmill. Francisco is not inside. He's gone.
What? Where did he? Okay. We can figure out Francisco. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
I need everyone to give me a perception check real quick.
Oh no.
Oh no! With my first roll up to be a nat 1.
Okay.
15.
Mine is
I'm sorry, Francisco.
Does anyone get
18.
perception check bonuses that have to do with hearing?
Hearing?
If you did imra'lyr, you got an 18. That's actually high enough. You notice or you recognize the screaming sounds like Francisco.
Okay. I think we have a problem. The screaming, I think, is Francisco.
As you're standing in that room, you hear it is coming directly below you.
Okay. I cannot open. I don't think any of us can open the cellar thing. Can someone smash through the floor?
You guys see Ismark walks in, and he's like, let me take a whack at it. And he pulls out his long sword, and he's gonna make an attack at the wooden floor.
Before he does that real quick, I put my hand on his shoulder and I cast Enhance Ability and give him full strength. So he has advantage on strength checks.
Let me see. Hold on just a second, real quick. Oh, it has to be me. Okay, so as he's doing this, I'm going to take one of my swords. I'm going to cast Planar Warrior on it, and I'm going to help him with Force Magic.
Okay. So wooden floorboards. He's going to do a strength check. And
does he get an advantage since I'm helping him with Force?
Yeah, so
a Force attack.
He's already getting. He's already getting advantage. Like it's a. Wait, hold on.
So
or
what
does it lower the DC or something? Planar Warrior.
Would it be a strength?
We're all frantically trying to do stuff.
What is me? Read me what your spell does.
Okay. Basically, the target has advantage on strength checks, and the carrying capacity doubles.
So he'll get advantage on his strength check.
But
and
can I affect the floorboards? I'm just trying to make this as simple and easy as possible for him.
So I'll say that you'll help lower the DC.
Okay.
He got a natural 18 plus 3. That beat the original DC. So his sword swings through, and it chops through, but it's just kind of like a slit. So he has to keep swinging again and again. Eventually, he does make a hole that you can see down into. And you guys see that Francisco is tied up to some kind of table. And you see some humanoid thing with like long white hair over top of his face with weird wires. Yeah, I mean, you could take a shot at it.
I want a
I want to hold.
spiritual weapon of above its head. Is it leaning
like-
over him?
It's leaning over him.
This is
Oh, that
kinky.
was so.
No.
It is Francisco.
A
I would-
16 to hit.
Since
16
they're
to
all
hit.
attacking it, I'm going
Misses.
to.
What?
Okay, well, since they're all attacking it, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Wand of Magic Missile, and I'm gonna cast that at first level.
Do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, before
that's
we
a
do that,
guaranteed hit.
one person there's a small enough hole for one person to do an attack, and that one person missed. We need everyone to roll initiative now. You're not
Do
all
I
just
roll?
gonna get free hits on
Now
this
I
thing.
get a natural 20.
Do,
I get a
do,
2.
do I roll initiative?
Come on.
Yes, you do, Francisco.
Oh, thank
So that's a
goodness.
23 for me because I rolled a natural 20.
23 for imra'lyr. Kinsley, what'd you get?
Shooter again.
19.
19. Me, what did you get?
I get a 2.
2. Francisco?
I got a 2
A 2.
as well.
Hey, me too.
Okay, and now I gotta roll for spit. Let me get my character. I forgot to have his.
I wanted that nat 20 from my surprise attack. Dang it. I mean, I'm not a rogue, so it wouldn't have like done anything super special.
I'm really
Oh,
scared
no,
of
hold on.
attacking it. I'm
No,
really,
it's still the same.
I'm
So I
really
forgot I had
scared.
vigilant blessing to myself.
Ah.
Really,
But it didn't matter.
Okay,
I'm
so imra'lyr, you are first.
I'm going to try and shoot her again.
Okay,
I'm
go
really
for it.
scared that attacking it will cause it to insta-kill Francisco.
Miss. Oh, miss. I missed both times. I get out of the way. I
Okay.
roll out of the way and I start cursing under my breath.
Okay, Kinsley, it is your turn.
I'm trying to read my stuff.
Okay, we'll try you.
There's no way. Like, how big is the hole? Just big enough to look
It's
through?
big enough to look through. You guys are trying to bust through floor? I mean, it probably would have been easier to bust through the door. You guys
Oh,
chose to
really?
bust through the
Wait,
floor.
I thought that's what we were doing.
No, you guys are above
We
them,
were-
like on the
we were
floor. And you're in
bursting
a
through the
burning building.
We were bursting through the floorboard, not the door.
Yes, that's what imra'lyr.
As this is happening, I'm
thought-
trying to pull the floorboards away.
I thought we were at the.
And I'm gonna send What's His Bucket to
door.
go try the door. I'm gonna tell him
Okay.
where the door is and tell him to go try that way.
Okay,
Thank
Kinsley,
goodness I made that backup character.
Kinsley, it is your turn.
I am
am
going
so
to
sorry,
cast
Francisco.
Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
It's going to be next to the thing, witch lady. I don't know what she is, or if it's a she. Since she's over him, I don't want to put it on top of her. It's going to be to the side, and it is going to be a huge hammer. And I'm going to try to baseball bat style swing her,
Okay.
and get her off of him.
Okay.
I
like it.
I mean, I don't think I can actually move her, but I would like it to.
I'll say if you can hit hard enough, I will allow it, but you gotta hit more than just like close to her AC. Cause with your
And-
weapon it is.
Right.
A 16 did not hit.
Okay.
You can do this.
No, it's not gonna hit.
So as your hammer goes to swing, she just like ducks down. She keeps doing whatever she's doing. You guys see these wires coming from that metal
She's
rod.
Frankensteining him.
Hold on. It's still my turn.
Turning me into the final boss.
I have an idea.
Oh, I forgot I could do something.
Good job. Always forget. That's the best idea. Okay, so that was my bonus action. So I'm going to try and toll the dead her,
Okay.
I think.
What does she have to do? Like it has to be line of sight, correct? And you can see her.
Yeah, I can see her. A wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
15.
She meets it. So I don't do anything to her at all.
Okay, Okay, it is now Spit's turn. Spit's trying to push Kinsley aside.
Oh, I would have moved out of the way so the next person could.
Oh no, he was pushing you the whole time.
Okay.
Move! No, I need to try!
Oh, Spit.
So Spit's going to take a shot at her. Oh, he only got a 10, but he gets 2 attacks.
What? Are you...
There we go. Now he
We're
gets her.
losing. We are losing you.
1d6 plus 3.
I feel like there needs to be like a heartbeat
8
monitor.
damage.
It's okay. I got you. I'm gonna do something.
Okay, so
But it's gonna take me 2 rounds to do it.
Okay, so you see that Spit is like pulling his bow and shooting into the hole randomly, and he misses the first one, and then he gets her right in the shoulder on the second one. It is now that green hag's turn, and what is she gonna do?
Come at me. Come at me.
Is a hag what is a hag classified as?
I think
Are they
Well, we
like
don't
a-
know. We don't
You'd
know.
have to. You can give me a history check,
Can I?
and you'd have to give. So you don't know what this is, but I mean, you can give me a history check to see if you know what it is, and then from there you can.
Does anyone have like a super high intelligence?
Got a high
I don't
wisdom.
have any.
I have a
Francisco
plus-
is pretty dumb.
I have a +1.
No, if you have a certain intelligent level, you can look at the individual and know if she's a hag or not.
Because
Otherwise, you have to do the check.
I have an idea of what I'm going to do.
Okay, so this person is going to just point above her head at the hole, and she starts speaking in a very dark language. She sounds like, and as she does that, Spit is going to, let's see,
Not Spit. Not
do
Spit.
a wisdom saving throw,
Oh no!
and he fails.
Oh no!
So, let's see, this is vicious mockery.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
No, what did she say to him?
Let's see.
Smell like
something not very nice.
pink
It was in another language we don't
smoking
understand it.
dumpkin.
Well, depending, does anyone speak Draconic?
No.
Actually,
Well, Francisco.
Actually,
no, I don't actually.
I do. I actually do.
So you understand that she is just like cursing, like saying all these horrible things in Draconic. It's like a string of curses and whatnot. Just straight up at whoever's at the hole.
elderberries. There's a hamster.
I take 1d for second. Spells damage increases by 1d4 when you reach 5th level. What level
This is not a
this
nice
person?
I can tell you that much.
Oh, come on. Tell me what they are.
Obviously, he's tearing my face apart.
Ooh.
It's not very nice.
3d4 psychic damage to Spit.
Oh, not Spit.
When you have a choice between Spit and Francisco.
I already told you guys, if Spit is the one that goes down, he's getting to revivify.
Spit just got 11 damage done to him.
Oh.
Okay, and now you guys don't see this, but there's something else. It's going to be Ismark's turn. So Ismark is going
Ismark's higher
to
than me.
he's going to run back outside and run around to the door and try to bust open the actual door, as imra'lyr suggested. Nice, he does it. He swings real hard, and he gets right in between the doors, and he feels something split, and then clunk. He pushes and throws open the door, and he sees laying on the ground is a 2x4. It seems it was just barred from the inside.
Come on. We suck.
hey, but we figured it out.
Eventually.
I got this. It's fine.
With the DM's help.
Remember,
So-
he does have advantage on strength checks still.
Yep, well, he didn't need it. He, with his own strength and the regular roll he did, he rolled an 8. I believe it was another 18. Plus he has a +3, and the check was only a DC 20. So So as soon as he opens the doors, he looks down a short flight of stairs that leads to a dugout cellar 50 foot in diameter. Around the perimeter, small, empty cages line the walls. In the back of the room, a big black cauldron lies dormant, and in the center there sits an operating table seemingly made with smaller beings in mind. At the moment, however, a larger individual appears to be strapped and gagged to the table, while a hideous green-skinned woman works away at the person's face, with wires attached to a metal rod that descend from a hole in the ceiling. 2 other green humanoids stand at either side of the table as the individual being worked on screams in agony. Ismark watches as streaks of electricity dance from the metal tools to the left side of Francisco's face.
We got you, bro. We got you.
It is now Francisco's turn.
He can change the way he looks.
So right now you are strapped down, being held down. You essentially, what I'm going to say for what's happened so far is I'm going to let you choose. You can either take a level of exhaustion, or you can take 1d20 of damage.
I need to
This will be what has happened to you so far, I guess.
I will take the 20 points of damage.
Okay, it's not 20 points, it's 1d20.
Oh, 1d20. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not a
so
full
much better.
20. It's
I
1d20.
heard 20 points.
I heard 20 points too, so
I heard a d20. Don't worry about it.
8 points of damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, that's not that
That's not too
bad.
bad.
And you
That's
can
not-
you can take an action. You are restrained.
I am restrained.
So
Can I try and break out with my
yes, you can.
manliness?
You can.
With
Muscles.
my manliness.
So go ahead and give me a strength check.
There's 3 of them, you guys.
We're in trouble. Especially
Strength
if it's an
check
actual hag.
or strength save?
Probably a save.
Okay, that's a 17.
17. Okay, so you try to bust, but you can't move. You're still stuck.
It's probably a 20.
It is now me's turn.
All right. So you said that we could see metal thingies connecting to the rod, making the electricity go to Francisco. Yes.
Correct. You can see these you can see these wires leading from the metal rod to whatever
How many
she's doing.
are there?
There, she has one in each hand. You see 2 wires.
Okay, but they are connected somewhere.
Yes, they lead to her hands and they are connected to
All right.
something else.
I would like to cast Magic Missile at. I'm going to do it at. Let's see, how many is this? I'm going to do it at 3rd level. So that's 3 charges, 5 darts. I'm going to have 2 of the darts go at the wires and try to, like, break
Try to
them.
sever them.
Yeah, break the wires so she can't electrocute Francisco anymore.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have the other 3 darts go to one of each of the. Can we see the 3 hags, or can we only?
You
see
can
one?
only see the one. You
Okay.
can. You guys don't have a big enough hole. If you were to run downstairs, then you would see more, and you have enough movement to be able to get there.
I
It's
have
not that
enough
far.
movement? Okay.
Yeah, Ismark did.
So I'm gonna use my movement to go where Ismark is.
'Kay.
And I'm gonna cast the magic missile to have 2 of them hit the wires, and then how much of Francisco's like table restraint things can I see?
So they're pretty blocked. You can't really see his restraints at the moment.
Okay. So I'll have the other 3 hit each of one of the hags.
Okay. So I think Magic Missile automatically hits.
It does automatically hit.
So go ahead and roll damage for everything then.
Okay. So for the first wire, and I'm going to clarify which whatever thing is.
Okay.
So it's 1d4 plus 1. Wait.
Triangle.
Yes, triangle, you're
Pyramid head.
right. All right, that's a 4 for the first wire.
For total.
4 total.
Okay.
2 damage for the second wire.
Okay.
That's 3 damage for the first hag.
Okay.
I don't know which one you want to assign that to, but yeah. 4 damage for the second hag, and then 5 damage for the third hag.
Okay, got it. Okay, so the other 2 green hags were gonna go earlier, but they were holding an action for people to be coming downstairs, so they're going to take their turns
All
now.
right.
They're gonna take their 1 action.
Yep, there it is.
That's what they were waiting for. So let's see.
Should have taken someone else. I'm too handsome to die.
Okay. So they're going to launch Ray of Sickness. One of them is going to launch it at me, and the other is going to launch it at Ismark. So a ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out toward a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage. So ranged spell attack, I believe, is just your dex modifier, correct?
Ranged
That's your
spell
spell
attack?
attack modifier.
attack.
It's-
modifier.
yeah, it's your
Yeah,
spell attack
that's-
modifier. It's a d20. It's just like attacking
So,
normally.
For hags, I don't know
Spell,
what that's
it's 4 plus the hag's intelligence.
Okay.
4 plus 1, so 5. Excuse me. So
And
the
remember, Kinsley did say that the last session that I have the spirit
Yes.
or the armor
Yes.
thing.
Yes, you do.
So
Yeah,
my AC
13.
is 13.
Okay, so they are going to be casting this at 2nd level. So the first one gets a 17 on Yumi. That hit?
Yeah, that hurts.
Okay, so 2d8. It'd be 3d8. $19 damage.
I think I'm going back upstairs.
And the second one gets 13, which I don't... Nope, does not hit Ismark. Okay. It is now imra'lyr's turn.
Okay.
Wait, did I break the wires?
No, you did not. Yeah. No, you did not.
Okay. So Francisco is strapped to a table.
Correct.
It'd be flimsier than that.
Okay. And you failed your strength check?
Yes, I got 17 on it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait one more round to give you a second try. So I'm gonna shoot again. Let me clarify, this is with my gun.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, why do I keep rolling 10s? Okay, we're gonna try you. Okay, that was way better. 17. 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
Okay, so that's a D10. That. Oh no, where'd it? I'm all over the place. Let's try that again. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Francisco.
Okay.
10 points of damage to the hag that I can see.
Okay.
And I'm going to... nope, I'm staying where I am for now.
Okay. Kinsley, it is now your turn.
Okay, so how far can I get?
You can get to the doorway where Ismark and me are. To get actually inside would probably take more movement than you have.
It's too bad I can't Misty Step other people.
So,
Alas.
how if at the door, how far away from me would they be?
Gosh, not that far. Probably like 20 feet.
It's not enough. It's too much. That's what I mean.
Sorry.
Dang it. I'm going to try to smack her again with
Okay.
my shingamajig. That's an actual 20.
Yeah.
Nice. That'll definitely hit. Natural 20.
But Does that get a double the damage since it's a spell?
You know, I'm gonna
I think it
say I know
does.
normally
It's all attacks.
normally I think spell attacks don't get it, but I'm going to say that spell attacks do because it's better that way.
Well, also it makes sense because it's a huge hammer.
Right.
Okay, so
I don't think that's true.
That's not.
It's
it's
all attacks double damage if you get a natural 20.
maybe it's
I think if I think it's
maybe it's in 3.5 that they don't do
I don't
that
remember.
that spells
Well,
don't.
I mean,
But either way, we're gonna do it. So
Okay.
cool.
Because if that were a thing, I'd be pissed as a
I hate my
spellcaster.
freaking life. I
Because you
rolled a
roll
1, so it's only 5 force damage. But I
Okay.
did roll a natural 20.
But you
Can I
did roll a
get her
natural
off of
20,
him?
so
oh wait, no.
she
That would be plus another 1, so it would be 6.
Oh, I
Okay.
forgot my force damage.
So I didn't-
Dang it.
You know.
so because you did get a natural 20, I will say that it does knock her off of him. Now you get a pretty clear view of Francisco, and you can see that one eye is being held open by like some tool, and he's got some like blood kind of coming down his face.
Stop it!
That's a cool. That's a pretty cool look, Francisco.
Not when it comes to eyes. Eyes are off.
Blair,
So
I don't like
I'm like-
anything. Stop!
I'm like this, right? Like it's kind
Yeah, exactly.
Anything that has to do with
exactly what it
eyes or bones sticking out of like the body.
boy.
Mm-mm.
Moving on. Moving on.
Okay,
Moving on.
So-
moving on.
this is dope.
Moving on. You
Alright.
don't want to see me throw up.
That's Christmas.
Okay.
You should like write a detailed description and send it to me.
No. Okay. That is me doing that, not Kinsley.
Tasty.
And I'll try to toll the dead her.
Okay.
Boom.
Go ahead. She is, well, I guess prone
Wisdom save.
doesn't. Yeah.
So wisdom save, it's you.
Okay. She got a 7.
Yay! Good job, 2d8s. Not you because you suck.
You go
Oh wait,
for
no,
it.
she's damaged. 2d12s.
Yay! Yeah, that's
Not that it's
right.
gonna give me any better. 9 necrotic.
Okay.
I don't know if that does anything. I don't know if they're immune to it or if they're like resistant to it, but it's
Suck if they're immune to it.
it
All
would
things
suck.
considered.
It is now Spit's turn.
Wait.
Oh.
I'd like to run to the door.
Okay.
I'm going to
so
run
you
so
use
that
your
I can.
movement.
Yes, but I don't
So-
want to be like I don't want them to be able to see me. So I'm back a little bit. So I'm not
Okay.
in the door yet.
So as you go to run, Spit is going to grab onto you and ride. So that as soon as he gets there on his turn, Spit's gonna jump off, whip out his sword, and start swinging.
That's brilliant.
So Spit is going to run up with his short sword, and he is going to get advantage on the one that is prone.
Ah, yes, Spit. Yes.
This is for Francisco!
Oh no, Francisco.
Okay,
I don't
so
like the
he
eyeball thing.
hits.
Good.
So
I
he
hope
gets
so.
1d6 plus 5. 4, so that's 9. And then he's going to take his second attack and swing again. And he gets 14 plus 6. He hits again. 1d6 plus 5. He gets 8. And then he is going to use Action Surge. He's just like, why did you take my friend?
Oh,
And he's
he
gonna
likes
keep
you.
swinging.
Swing, bada, bada, bada.
He hits another time, and he misses on the last one.
Aw.
2 nat 1s. But
Hate it when that happens.
he does another 11 points of damage. And
Yes.
this green, disgusting-looking individual is really hurt. It is now her turn, though, So she is going to do.
Don't hurt. Spit again.
She's going to cast polymorph on spit.
Aw. That's not terrible, though. It could be worse.
Yeah, they could be worse.
And if he gets damaged, he just pops back into spit,
So
depending
wisdom
on how many hit
save.
points they have.
Right. What is her DC? Is plus.
If he gets turned into the rabbit, it should totally be the killer rabbit.
Like a mighty python. Yeah.
Okay, so he has to wisdom save. He's got a 0 to wisdom. He's got to beat a 13.
What if there was a wild magic
He got a
modifier
13.
What?
Yep.
What if there was a
that.
wild magic table thing that made them the Monty Python rabbit?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
You see, she puts her hands up and attempts to transform our beloved spit into some weird creature. You see that he starts to shudder and shake, and then he just busts outward as if releasing some grasp on him, and he lets out his war cry again.
Oh, he's got the best war cry.
So the next up are the other two hags. One of them is going to grab the wires and keep going at Francisco.
No.
And the third one is going to let me see. What do they want to do? She is going to cast lightning bolt towards Ismark and anyone else in that area, because I believe. Let me see. A stroke of lightning forming a line of 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out in a direction you choose. So it's going to be going straight through the door. Kinsley.
I am back to the side.
You're back
I didn't.
to the side. So
Yeah,
you're
I
hidden.
stayed
So
back.
Ismark needs to make a dex saving throw, or he is going to be very hurt. So he needs to beat 13 with his dex. Just barely saves. So I think he only takes half damage, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. That's 8d6. Ooh.
Ugh.
How much armor? He's got decent hit points. But that's a lot of damage.
Lots of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Ismark, no, don't die.
So that's
I still don't trust your sister.
29 halved is 14, so he takes 14 lightning damage.
Notice how the sister doesn't have in combat though.
I know, right?
Yeah, what's that
Must be
about?
some kind of
She's watching
warrior
the
lady.
kids.
She's
That's
watching
true.
the kids. She's a warrior, but
Not
Yeah,
really.
but those
Not
little
really.
kids can fight. They're old enough.
they're old enough to fight.
Well,
Just,
Okay.
just hand them knives.
Yeah,
It is-
butter knives.
It is now Ismark's turn, and
Real
he is
sharp
going
ones.
to run up on the hag that just cast lightning bolt on him, and he's going to take 2 attacks on her with his long sword.
Do it up.
Maybe dull knives would be better.
That would hurt more.
Yeah.
So he hits once, and he does 1d8 plus 3. 7, 8, 19 is 10 damage to the one that attacked him. It is now Francisco's turn.
I want to try and bust out again.
Okay.
Okay, that time it was a 19.
Still not. That's plus your modifier?
Yes, I rolled a 12 and my
it's
modifier is
probably
plus
a
7.
flat 20.
Okay,
Oh
well
my
you're
gosh.
gonna do you want
Coming
to take
to save you.
do you
I
want to
don't
take
know.
another d20 or do you want to take a level of
Another,
exhaustion?
give me another d20.
Okay.
It's like gambling.
6. You are so lucky. I'm rolling low. First was an 8, right? And then a 6.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you,
Uh-oh. Did we lose Francisco?
No, I'm good.
we did.
Oh yeah.
Quick question, DM. What is
yes.
strapping him to the table?
Give me a perception check.
Did I disappear for a second?
You did.
You just froze.
Perception is 18.
Okay, so you see that it is leather straps with chains onto the table.
With chains?
Yes.
Oh.
So they don't look like big chains though. They're not like big fat ones.
But
Okay.
I'm not strong.
Me, it is now your turn.
Okay, I have a question.
Correct. Go for it.
So these electrical thingies or the connectors, are they constantly conducting electricity?
No.
No. Okay. Because I was thinking, would I be able to use... Like, okay, first off, is there any water in the room or nearby?
Probably not.
Would I... Hold on, let me see if... Because I'm thinking if I could shape water and conduct the electricity from that onto the hags, I can maybe do something.
Give me a perception check.
All right. Okay. That is a 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay, so 23, you turn around and step outside and see that it is sprinkling from those thunderclouds. So there's water coming down from the heavens.
Can I try to do shape water and harvest as much water as I can from the heavens and try to create a string of water that connects between the electrical cords and either one of the hags and maybe if I have enough water, multiple of them?
You could probably get enough in a turn to connect it from, like, give me a perception check real quick. So another one, so you can figure out if you know where the electricity's coming from.
15.
Okay, yeah, you see that the metal rod is connected to the wires. So you could probably attach it to the metal rod and then one of the hags.
Okay, I'll do it on the hag that is currently on top of... Well, I mean, is she, like, touching Francisco right now?
She is, with the wires.
With the wires, okay. I will connect it to the one who's not touching Francisco, because that burst of electricity might, be real bad.
The one that's prone or the one that's fighting Ismark?
How she's not right next to Ismark, right?
She is. They're battle.
Engaged.
They're
They're
engaged.
melee.
And then Spit is
they're
engaged
melee.
with the other one. Yeah, they're melee engaged. So, I mean, it's not like it would jump to him, I don't believe.
I'll go with the one that's fighting, let's do Spit, because I care about Spit more.
Okay,
so
the one that's prone.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go ahead and you connect your thing from them to the other, and now it's just kind of a waiting game because the electricity comes every time it gets struck. So we will. What we're gonna do is every round now, or not every round, every time it's someone's turn until electricity goes. Is this a concentration spell?
No, it is not.
Okay, so then every round I'll say. You can make a check to see if the electricity goes.
This is the most creative.
This is very creative.
Water
Yeah,
I've
I like
ever...
this. So it is the
I
top
love
of
shape water. It's great.
Okay, so it is the top of the round. So go ahead and give me a d20.
That is a 12.
A 12. You got above a 10. So electricity does go. I will give you 1d8 of electricity damage every round if it hits.
1, 2. Yes. That's 7 points of damage.
Okay, 7 points of damage to the one that is prone.
7 damage.
Science.
7 dammies. So, also, now, the windmill has been on fire. And you guys start to hear creaking and smoke. And I'm going to need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Do I need to since I'm outside?
No, so Francisco, Spit, Ismark, me, were you inside?
I'm like...
He's like at the door.
Yeah, I'm like at the door. I'm not like necessarily like.
You're still gonna have to give me one too.
Yeah,
So
I
pretty
rolled
much everyone give me one except for Kinsley.
I rolled a 15 anyway, so I should be fine.
I roll
Maybe.
disadvantage, right? Because I'm
Yes,
strapped to a
because you
table.
are strapped. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Francisco.
That's a 10 for me, hermano.
Okay. Okay. imra'lyr, what'd you get?
23.
23. Me, what'd you get?
I got a 15.
15. So Francisco, Spit, and Ismark all have debris falling and hit them. They're going to take.
No,
I
Spit.
can just imagine like
Spit
a
is
board
going to
just
die in
hits
here.
Francisco on the face.
They're all going to take. It's going to start with 1d6, and then every round it'll start to go up. So everyone takes 6 points of damage.
Ah.
I'm coming, Francisco. You damsel in distress.
Okay.
Well,
It is now
I am
imra'lyr's
a woman
turn.
right now, so
Yeah. I should have been calling you Francesca.
yeah, really.
imra'lyr, it is your turn.
I'm going to Misty Step down next to Francisco
Okay.
and try to cut the bindings off of him with my swords.
The
Okay.
hag is writhing next to you.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Please, oh, please.
I get 2 attacks.
Oh, I need to try my-
This wasn't very good. 13 for the first one.
That one's not going to hit.
Didn't think so. And that was even worse.
No.
So now I'm down there.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yes, that is all I can do.
Kinsley, it is now your turn.
Okay. I guess.
I can't believe I didn't hit an unmoving strap with a.
It could be that you hit it. You maybe just didn't hit it hard enough for it to
But
even
then
do
wouldn't
damage.
it have been in a? It would have been.
Damage.
Your AC goes up with how much armor you put on. You'd still get hit, but maybe it doesn't do anything. It's not enough force to do any damage. That's
don't
why
hit above
these
the
shackles.
AC.
Yeah, that's why these shackles have a higher AC. It's that you probably hit, you just didn't hit with enough force to deal damage.
I'm not strong. Someone else should be doing this. Where's that?
He's
guy?
fighting. He's fighting a hag. We all know what it is. It's a hag.
Also, don't look at me.
So,
Never look at me for this.
if can I like get in the middle of the room and get like have them all within 15 feet of me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They're all really close.
I'm gonna walk down, or I guess would I be passing one of them?
You would be parallel with two of them, and one would be in front of you.
Okay, but I mean, like, would I get outside of its range? Would it get an opportunity attack on me?
So if you moved out of their range after doing this, it would.
Okay, so just
But
walking down.
just
I'm
walking
not
down,
gonna. Okay, no one's gonna hit me. Good.
Nope.
So I'm going to go ahead and spiritual guardians. You see some little angelic, like moon-esque.
Those little cherubs, but
Yeah,
cherubs.
but they're like they're kind of a mix between like a fairy and because of the moon, but then also celestial because
They're fat little like purple babies
no,
with wings.
they're really pretty. They're not fat little babies. And all of the stop it. No. Only the hags are affected by this. So they
One of
all
the
need-
babies sounds like that. The other one is like, "Yes, master. What would you like?"
Master,
No.
please call upon me.
One of them's
the
over there. It's
hags-
got like a very Japanese haircut. Nani?
Oh my gosh.
None
The hags all need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving. Okay.
Love me, senpai.
What would you like me to do?
Tokodo.
Save.
That was close.
They all
was close.
fail.
You don't even know what
The
that
highest
word
it got
means.
was a 6. There was a 1, 6, and a 2.
One of them's just screaming on the top of their lungs.
That fell really underneath
Just no
me.
reason.
Just screaming.
Just screaming. They're trying to go Super Saiyan.
They all take 14 radiant damage.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
So the one that was prone, you see that her eyes light up and just fill with like this purple light, and then something.
Like she's
Ow.
short-circuited.
She like short-circuited with holy radiant energy and just died.
Okay.
And then Spit turns around and pushes you. Hey, that one was mine.
Sorry.
No fighting between us. We're trying to kill.
No, it's her fault. I had this, and then she had to get in the way.
DM,
I'm gonna have my spirit.
real quick, will I have to take an action to change who the water's connected to?
Is shape change in action? Or not shape change, I mean is
Shape
control,
water
shape
is
water.
a cantrip.
It doesn't say
Right,
it's
but
an
is it
action.
an action or a bonus action?
Yeah, because if you're going to be shaping the water again to change to a new person, it will take an
It
action.
says one action, yeah.
Okay, so it'll take an action to do that.
And-
So,
Then I'm going to use my spiritual weapon and try to hit another hag.
okay, you got one that's on top of Francisco and one that
The one on top
is-
of Francisco.
Okay, go ahead and
17.
that just hits.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, I think this is only a 1d8 because I only cast it at second level.
Okay, they are hurt though. Oh no, that's
9.
Toll the Dead.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. So you see it's sitting there working, and it gets knocked over, and as it moves over, you see that it just kind of shakes it off and moves back and keeps working.
What are they doing to
These things are so
me?
determined.
So that one is focused on
Don't like it.
Francisco. The other one that's
Fighting.
Fighting
what's his bucket?
Ismark, yeah, it's gonna keep fighting him, but since it's right in melee range, she's gonna use her claws, and she's gonna try to hurt him that way. Oh, she rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
No. She rolled a nat 1, so she misses, and these things only have one.
Also,
Yeah.
on her turn, yeah, she must make another wisdom saving throw
For what?
for spirit guardians.
Oh, so both
Every-
of them have to?
On their turns, yeah.
On there.
Okay,
On
so
the top of the round.
wisdom saving throw for both
Yeah.
of them.
Cleric.
One got a nat 20. The
You.
one that's on top of Francisco, and then the other one got
It
a
would
5.
be that one.
5 takes 12 radiant damage.
Okay. Okay. And the one that is on Francisco, you see that she's sitting there, she's operating, and then you quickly hear and then you can't see what she did.
Oh no, you've lost an eye. It is in her belly. She is eating you. Oh my gosh.
It is now Ismark's turn, and he's going to
I might actually be sick.
Ismark is going to attack the hag that he's been fighting. He gets 2 attacks.
Turn off your camera, get a trash can. Do what you gotta do not to do it on the stream.
Are you okay, Hannah?
Horrifying.
I just might cry a little bit.
And a 15. Okay, so he hits once. And he
You're
does
going to
6 damage.
I am not giving you my bedazzled eye patch.
Francisco, it is now your turn.
I want to
Break.
try and break free.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I help him?
Oh my god!
Can I help him?
Are you in the room?
I'm
Yes,
right
you are.
next to him.
If you want to use your next action to give him a help action, and sacrifice your next turn, I will let him do it with advantage.
I'm just gonna try and cut them off on my turn.
Yeah, I got a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you fail. Another D20.
These are like the worst rolls of my life.
Another D20
Yeah,
damage?
another D20. Yeah, give it to me.
I just don't know. Do I free him or attack the hag? Because he's rolling so poorly. Will he even be able to help?
A 9. 9 damage.
9 dammies. Okay.
I mean, he didn't
try
take the level of exhaustion, so he took the smarter choice. Because the level of exhaustion would have made it hard to do
Disadvantage.
anything. Yeah. It is now your turn.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as cool as the electrical water thing is at this point, it's not that useful. So I'm going to go ahead and break my concentration with Ismark, and I'm going to transfer enhance ability, bull strength, so as advantage on strength checks, to Francisco, and use...
And David's having me do saves. It's not a strength.
Yeah, it's a strength saving throw. So it's not a strength,
strength
check. Yeah.
check.
Yeah, wouldn't
Okay.
that be effective?
Okay, then never mind all that. Instead, what I'm going to do... now I have to think about this better. Well, I'm still going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Francisco. So he gets 1d4 plus my modifier, which is 2. So where's my 4? There it is. Okay. That's 3, 4. That's 5 points healed. All right.
I'm at 26.
All right. And then I'm going to cast... well... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cast Haste, breaking my concentration.
Wait, can you cast 2 spells?
That was a bonus action.
No.
You can't do 2 spells regardless.
can't.
You can do
Unless
a
you
cantrip
take War
and a
Mage?
spell.
Yeah, so you can do a cantrip bonus action.
Well, you could just do a cantrip.
Cantrip or spell, yeah. So you can't do like
You have
a
to
bonus
take
action
War Mage
cantrip.
in order to cast 2 spells per turn.
Yeah, so you have to
That makes this very difficult then. I did not know about that. Okay.
Well,
in
you
that
can
case, that
break out
makes-
Lightbringer.
That's true. Might die, but I'll do it for Francisco. I bring out Lightbringer. I make it glow. Wait, right? Was that an action? I don't remember.
Nope, you can just make it
glow.
Okay, I just make
light
it
it
glow.
up.
And then I go to the one on Francisco and I try to whack it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right.
Why?
That's
That's
that's a 12.
That does not hit. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Why are we rolling terribly?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to beef this out. I'm going to get you out.
That's why I like shape water, because I can do things without rolls.
All right, imra'lyr, it is now your turn.
I'm going to try and break Francisco out.
Okay.
Ooh, 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 okay, okay.
Was that just a blind drop?
Yes. 25.
You definitely hit. Do your damage.
Roll my damage.
You better roll enough damage to actually break it, though.
I'm like so tense right now. That made me so uncomfortable. I hate eyeball things. Like, I don't know if you saw, but it actually made me tear up.
And
I did. I saw. That's why I asked if you're
Oh.
okay.
My goodness. 4 points of damage on the freaking chain leather thing. But I
Okay.
have another attack.
Let's do that other attack, because you bend them, but they don't break.
So they're chained.
17.
That hits, yeah. hmm
The thing is my swords only do a d6 of damage.
Well, it doesn't have a ton of HP. You rolled 4. What do you expect?
Oh, that was much better. 7.
Okay, they break. It only had 10 HP. So you see, you swing, and the shackles shatter.
Oh, I should have done planar. It's fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, you freed him anyway. So Francisco is now
Well, I could have
free.
used my other attack on the hag.
Oh.
Wait, am I free of all of them or just one?
You're free.
Because-
No, she got the two. I'm gonna say she got two. She got the two around your arms. Your legs are still shackled.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But
I'll
now
let
you
her-
can
I'll let
like
her say she got two.
grab her.
Yeah.
We'll
Grab
see.
her and reach into her and grab that eye back.
Yeah, I go into her throat, pull him back out.
I don't think you
Kinsley
wanted
back
after
in.
that.
Kinsley, it is now your turn.
It's not digested yet.
You can just clean it. I'm sorry.
How is everybody looking?
I'm at 26.
I'm at 20, but I'm chilling.
How is Spit looking?
Spit is not bad. He's about at half health.
Okay. And which hags are up?
There's one on top of Francisco, and there's one fighting Ismark.
How are each of them looking?
Ismark or the hags?
The hags.
Not terrible. One is more hurt than the other.
Okay. I'm going to... Well, I'll go ahead and swing bada my hammer at the one that I had already hit before.
Okay.
That's a natural 18 plus 7.
Oh, that hits.
So that only does the one. Ain't alive. That's only 5 radiant or 5 force damage. My
Okay.
roll sucks for the damage. Stupid. And then I'm going to. Am I like standing directly next to one of them? wait,
You
no, wait.
are both. You're next to both of them.
Okay. The one over. This might be overkill if I hit him. But I'm going to reach over and touch the one that's over Francisco, trying to get this witch out of here. That's 17.
That hits.
I'm doing inflict wounds, which is 3d10s.
Do it.
Hold up. Peace.
I forgot to have you guys all do dex saving throws at the beginning of the
Ow.
round.
Oh,
bad.
Oh, that's
Oh
too
no, that's
I'll have,
so so
I'll have you guys do it after Kinsley's turn.
That is 19 necrotic damage.
Holy moly. Okay,
That's a
so
good
everyone
one.
give me dex saving throws.
That's
Ooh,
a
Spit
5.
definitely passed.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you pass.
22.
7 failed. What was yours, imra'lyr?
22.
22 passed. Me.
5.
5. So me, Francisco, and Ismark all fail. You take 2d6 of damage. 10 damage.
10. 10.
The
I'm
hag,
at 10 HP.
the hag that is over Francisco, is it still up?
Yeah, she's still up.
Are they making dex saves?
That's a good point. Let's make them make dex
How
saves.
much health do they have?
Quite a bit.
They just hit her for 19.
Yep.
And more than that. And then another like teen.
Hags are not particularly easy.
They're pretty hard,
Jeez,
actually.
I've hit them for a lot.
They're
One passes, one fails, so she'll take the 10.
Good.
Okay. And it is now Spit's turn. So Spit is going to go after the one that Ismark is attacking. And he hits. He hits twice. He'll do a d6 plus 5 on both of them. Nice. He does 20 damage.
Whoop, whoop.
Do. And that actually kills that one.
Good. I feel like that one's been hit less than the one that I was hitting.
You've been hitting, but you haven't, done a ton of damage every time. And you're the
Theory.
only one that's been hitting it.
That's true.
So,
Theory.
Don't worry.
so there is only one hag left, and it is her turn.
Wisdom save.
I have a theory that the other two hags are
18.
actually some
passes.
form of conjuration.
but I think it
aren't real
takes-
hags.
Half damage?
That's just a theory.
Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
Does it take half damage?
On successful save, creatures take half damage. Yes.
Okay, we'll go ahead.
Was this the one that I could see through the floor?
That
No,
one,
that
no,
one had
that
Oh
one
no, that was the
died.
one that died. Okay.
That's the one that got prone, and Spit was attacking her, and then Kinsley took his kill.
Because I only gave 1d10 of damage instead of the 2d10 for my gun.
And then the one over
Oh.
Francisco is dead, right?
No, she's the only one left now.
Okay.
So that's 19 radiant halved.
Okay. 8 damage. Okay, she's still up. At this point,
Mother!
she's the only one left. All of a sudden, you see she grabs a sack that was sitting next to Francisco, a little pouch, and turns invisible. She disappears.
Wait, doesn't... Oh no, that's fairy fire.
Yeah, it's fairy fire if you have fairy fire, but she disappears.
It's not my turn.
Like, is she invisible or did she go...
You don't know.
And Misty
She's
step.
she
Are
just
we-
disappears. You
are
don't
we
you don't know what happened.
Are we still in initiative?
Technically yes. Let me see something real quick.
Oh, its speed is halved, by the way, because it's in my aura.
Okay. Well, for all intents and purposes, she's gone.
Right. But just so you know, if she is
Still in
running,
the room.
Yeah.
her
Okay.
speed is halved.
But
So
are we...
For
Do we-
for I mean, if you at this point you can't see her, Francisco, you can no longer feel her weight on you.
Did it, like, just disappear or did it feel like somebody was getting up and off?
It felt like the weight just left. The moment that
Probably
the individual
teleport.
disappeared, it
Did she
felt like
mage?
the weight.
Well, we don't.
Was there any magical sign of what she had done?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Oh gosh.
Okay, real quick though, just in case.
Oh,
I'm
18.
going to cast, as soon as she goes invisible, I'm going to cast Entangle. And so if she is still in the room, she has to make a save.
I believe
strength
with
15.
Entangle you have to see your target. You can't just cast it blindly.
You have to see a starting point within range, not a target.
It's where you. It's
It's
like
where
a point
you
on the
cast
floor.
choose
it.
it to be.
How
on the
big
floor.
is it? How big
It's
is the
20-foot square starting from the point I choose, and I choose the center of the room. Or the center of where she was standing.
So 20 feet. So
So like right next to me.
Yeah.
right. So let me see something real quick.
And if she does succeed, this becomes difficult terrain.
Right.
Well, it's all. I've already halved her movement.
Yeah. So, just extra security. Security.
Nothing happens.
All right.
I rolled an 18 on my Arcana check.
So your Arcana check, it did feel magical.
But I couldn't, like, having dealt with teleportation, like I'm a teleporter, I
Right.
don't...
It didn't
I also can turn
feel-
invisible, so I have...
Right. It didn't feel like any teleportation you're familiar with. All you know is that it disappeared. Francisco knows that he felt the weight release off of him the moment it happened, and me now cast a magical effect that would have trapped someone, but it had no effect.
But it would have only
Well,
trapped them if they didn't...
we
if
wouldn't-
they succeeded.
Yeah, so
Right.
we wouldn't know that it didn't have any effect. For all we know, she could be.
For all you
But
know,
for
all you know right now is that every single thing you've done hasn't done anything.
Okay. I'm going to swing my swords in the area and see if I hit anything.
Okay, do an attack roll with disadvantage.
Oh, I don't hit her. I don't even need to roll again. But I
Okay.
had 2 attacks. So let's try different. Okay, 17. That with disadvantage. Okay. Nope, don't hit. Stupid disadvantage. That would have been good. I don't know if she's actually gone. So if somebody has some magical like poof,
Well,
make her
we're
visible.
out of initiative now, right?
You're out of initiative now, so now
So-
time is passing.
If she was still here, we would still be in an initiative.
But you guys are in a room that is beginning to fill with smoke.
All right,
Okay,
I go up to
Francisco.
Francisco
I am
and I
sat
try
up
to
and I am
free-
trying to
I'm trying to
get
help
my
him
legs
free
free.
his shackles
Okay,
off.
so give me a strength check and do it with advantage.
I am frantically trying to help him.
Okay, that is. Now I get it. That's a 21.
Yep, you bust open the ones on your legs, and you are free. You have now leather wrappings around your ankles with little chains. Like,
Pinching, freaking, ah!
Is his eye gone? Or her eye
I'm
gone?
Madre mia!
surprisingly, he has an eye right there, and it looks like his eye.
Okay, I grab
Do I look
Francis-
okay? Is it okay? Did she do something weird to my face?
You're
want to-
fine,
I
but there's
mean,
no
I
time
can-
for this.
Let's get out of here.
I grab
can't
Francisco
breathe.
and I start pulling him out.
Okay. So you guys all
I go out
exit
slowly
out.
and I am looking for any smoke displacement, see if she is still passably in here.
Give me a perception check.
Oh my goodness, no matter who I rolled. 9.
Can I also
so
look around?
13.
You don't see anything.
I
Yeah,
am
Kinsley, give me a perception check.
I am focused on getting Francisco
I rolled a
out
2,
of there.
so it's not
You
gonna
don't see
happen.
anything either.
I don't say anything.
Okay, so you guys all get outside, and you see that as soon as you get outside, Francisco kind of sits down on the grass, and he looks like he's really beat up. And then Spit just kind of comes and like stands, like Francisco's on his butt with his feet out, and then Spit is just kind of straddling, looking at him, and he's like,
What happened? What? They look fine. I mean, it's a little bloody.
I go over to the girl, the, what's her name?
Irina. She's
Irina?
like, you see that as you guys walk out and you walk towards, she kind of like comes out from behind a tree with the 2 kids.
Okay. Seeing that they're okay, I kneel next to Francisco. Did you feel anything happened? We heard a really disturbing sound.
You felt a lot of weird stuff, Francisco.
I felt a lot of weird stuff.
But in that specific moment, you must have heard it. It sounded like she
I
had
mean, it felt like she was ripping into my face. I don't know exactly what was
I
going on.
poke
I was
him in
also
the
being.
eye.
Ah, my eye!
It hurts.
I poke him in the other eye.
It hurts.
Why are you doing this to me? I don't understand
I'm
what is
really
happening.
confused. I swear I thought she had... We need
Why
to
are you
find...
poking me in the eyes? I don't understand.
I thought she had taken your eye and that she'd eaten it. I'm kind of disappointed.
Is there blood on my face? Is there like a...
There is. There's blood on your face.
You look terrible.
I felt
We
a lot of
needed to
shocking.
find a different location that's just a little further away. And Kinsley, if you could put up the dome, we'll put the children in there, and as many people as we can fit, and then whoever is able. And
Yeah.
Oh, did we
I
see
lean
any
over
other
and I start
children?
throwing up on the ground.
not on my shoes. Oh,
Hey, looks like you had chicken for lunch. Look at that.
I hold Francisco's hair back.
okay.
Just Shakira puking on the side of the road.
Let's get out of here, everyone. Let's get up.
All right. So Kinsley starts to set up the dome as the windmill is sitting there burning.
Oh,
and-
we're not next to the window. We're
here.
going away from the
So
window.
you guys are walking away.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna
okay.
go down
The
try
road
to go
some.
somewhere not next to
And
it.
well,
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, if you go ahead.
When we stop, I'm gonna do a medicine check on him.
Okay, yeah, so you guys make your way back down the road. It is starting to get dark, and you see that Irina, Ismark, and the kids are becoming very nervous because they know
We know we'll
outside
find a spot. We
and-
just
yeah.
don't want to be here by the windmill where all of the chaos happened.
Okay, so you guys make it down to back towards the crossroads where you originally left the old Svalak road to go up towards the windmill. And you find like a little clearing kind of near the T in the path. Or near the Y, I guess it would be. And Kinsley starts to put up her dome. Eventually, it goes up, and you guys are all able to make it inside, and everything's okay.
I'm holding my witch's fingers and my chicken very close to me. I'm just like,
You still have the freaking chicken.
I have the chicken still.
The whole time. Chicken just freaking up.
I'm gonna do medicine. Kinsley, do you want to help me take a look at
Sure.
Francesca?
Yeah, so
Do you
go ahead
want-
and do a medicine check with advantage.
What's your plus in medicine?
You need to see my eye.
19.
I can...
19? Okay, so you look
This-
and you
It's
start...
only a 1, but I rolled
Stop
well.
it.
You
Stop
start
it.
to like pull
Stop
the
it.
eye down and look, and you see that there is like, it looks like it's cauterized down here inside the socket, and it looks like something has been, like, it looks like damage as if an eye was removed.
I wonder if she replaced his eye with a different eye. Can I tell if it's his eye? Like I'm comparing it.
It looks exactly the same.
Can I?
There's
does
no like
anyone have
Sharingan
any
or...
magical thing to see if this is an actual magical thing and that they are looking at us through this eye and it's not really his eye or some kind of spell is on it? So I'm being paranoid. Does somebody have something?
Am I freaking Sasuke now? Can I just like... Sharingan!
I think you're the only one who's seen that much of Naruto.
Actually, I have.
Oh, okay.
I've seen all of.
I
well, not
also know what
Shippuden,
he's
but-
referring to, but I just,
Can we tell if
thought-
there's anything weird about it? Anything
You
suspicious?
can do an Arcana check, detect magic.
I
like-
can't do a detect magic. I already did that today,
I
and I only got 11 for an
do an
arcana.
arcana.
Well, if it is magical, if there's something magical, is there anything else you could do that has to do with?
I rolled a 16.
16 for an arcana.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really tell. Like, you can tell that magic may be radiating from Francisco.
I'm very
Francisco.
uncomfortable with all of this.
You're not gonna kick me out outside, are you? I don't want to go out there. Not after what just happened.
No.
Don't do that to me, por favor. I don't want to die. No quiero morir.
I am very sorry if this hurts. Or
What are
if
you going
it...
to do?
¿Qué vas a hacer? Por favor, no.
Yeah.
I dispel magic on his eye.
Okay, so you use Dispel
I
Magic.
use dispel magic on his eye.
All of a sudden, what looked like his eye disappears, and what's there instead, you see
Good call.
you see a light polished gray metal orb with a magical blue iris set atop of it, and it look, as Francisco moves his eye, it moves too. Like it's essentially been attached to him. Also, when you dispel magic and you do it on his face, you dispel the Francesca and reveal more of his original face, and you see streaks of blue veins coming out on his original face.
This is not good.
Can he still
is
see
going on?
out with
What is
the
going on?
eye?
Yeah, he
Like,
can
doing-
see. He had like for as far as he's aware, he is perfectly fine. Like he cannot he can see, he can move, he's got good vision.
Would the spell magic have stopped it? Not just changed it from whatever the magic is, but would it have stopped any other magical?
Essentially, what it did is it dispelled the illusion of a regular eye.
But
and it
if there's a
temporarily, all it did was dispel the illusion of that magic.
It didn't dispel whatever the effect is and how it's working and all those things.
Well, keep in mind, they used electricity. They essentially made it
Cyborged
function.
him.
Cyborg.
So, what was this a level 3 or lower?
It was just a minor illusion. Essentially, what
Okay.
they did is using the electricity and whatnot and building it into the circuitry, they made a permanent minor illusion. But your dispel magic was good enough to get rid of that.
So this isn't necessary. Can we look at it again and see if it's Arcana or if it is actually just science?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another Arcana check.
Does anybody want to help me? I'm not actually very
I
good
will
at this.
try and help you.
I don't
Me's just
understand what is
watching-
going on. What are
Me's
you
just
doing?
watching.
I rolled a natural one.
With his
I have
chicken.
no idea.
Well, you with advantage?
Oh, with advantage.
With me helping you?
Let me try again. I'm going to choose a different dice. That's not much better. It was a 6.
Me's just stroking the chicken, watching from a distance.
I don't know. I think we're going to have to sleep. Maybe
What happened? I don't understand what happened.
you have a fake eye. It's not real. They put some kind of machine into your face.
After a moment, Francesca's face does return to the Shakira face. It only...
Stop it! I mean,
need to
I guess
find-
I like polish my armor a little bit and like let him look into my. Or here, I'll do it with my shield. I'll do it with my whole polish my shield a little bit
Yeah,
so
look
he
at
can like
Paladin.
look at his face and yeah.
So, Francisco, you look at your face, and your face looks like your normal Shakira face. You don't see the blue anything.
Hi.
But
Too
you
late.
do see the metallic eye.
We're going to... Hey, you two! Oh, wait. You don't get out of town much. We need to find somebody who knows what that is.
Is that normal? Right? I always been like that. I remember making it look like that.
Francisco.
No.
Francisco, you try to
Turn?
shape change it, and it doesn't shape change.
Oh no! I made you not look normal. I'm sorry. Actually,
It's kind of cool.
it is kind of cool.
But I'm not giving you my eye patch. I already told you that. This is mine.
He's gonna have to deal with the hideous eye.
But here, I have this. And I take off, just a piece of my cloak and I just, here. Now you look like a pirate or
No,
something.
but I want two beautiful eyes. You don't
Well,
understand.
you don't have two beautiful eyes. You have one beautiful eye and one really cool one. So
Not
It does
cool,
look
eh?
pretty
What-
cool.
What will my mother think? Oh, she's going
your
to be
mother
so
will
upset.
love you. Your
Oh,
mother will
no.
love you.
She's going
Okay,
to be so mad.
Francisco, go to
when
sleep.
I told her I was
to
going
sleep.
to be...
Go to sleep.
She told me better not
I
get hurt or
slap-
she would kill me.
I slap
This is what she said she would do to me too.
Can you shut them up?
You
How many hit points are you at?
He's not
I'm
at
not-
very many.
I'm not. I'm at like, what, 20 or 26? I'm at 16. I'm at 16.
She's gonna cast sleep on you.
Yeah, I'm at 16.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh,
Go to sleep.
Francisco passes out.
So now that everybody doesn't have to hear that, I will keep first watch. Everyone go to sleep.
Okay.
I am going to try to pray.
Okay.
I'm going to set up my ritual and I'm going to do the full shebang.
Okay, so you set up your candles and you lay down some kind of like maybe your cape or whatever, so you can, or your cloak, and you kneel on it. You have your armor next to you. You have your symbol of Saloon in your hands, and you
Candles and
rub and
incense are
pray.
going.
Yep. So go ahead and give me a religion check.
That wasn't bad for me when I roll religion. That's a 19.
19.
Usually
okay.
I roll really crappy on religion checks, even though I have a +4.
There you
Whatever.
go. So you sit there and you're praying, earnestly praying, and you start to feel a burning in your bosom. You start to feel more of that connection that you felt like you had lost when you first came to Barovia. You feel like Saloon is now able to reach you. You start to feel better, and you hear a whisper in your ear. You hear a voice say, "I've told you to remember. Soon, someone will make it clear." And that's all you hear.
You okay?
Yeah.
I told you. Get some sleep.
I just tear and wipe it away and curl up, go to sleep.
Okay.
And once everybody is asleep, can I tell if everyone's asleep?
Me is actually currently kind of huddled to a lonely corner to himself. He's kind of just, hugging the chicken.
This is only a 10-foot
not-
wide dome.
Yeah,
we're all kind of
It's
smushed.
very tiny.
I mean, it's very tight, but he's still kind of like a little bit moved, as much as away as he can. He's kind of just mumbling to himself.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
falling asleep.
actually
And
gonna
it can
step-
hold everyone because there's what,
Up
8
to
of us?
9 people.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna step out of the dome, just right outside. I'm not
Okay.
going anywhere. I take out the symbol of, is it the light? What is the god that we have the symbol of?
Oh, the Morning Lord.
The Morning Lord. I'm gonna just hold on to it. Hold on to my necklace. I'm not necessarily religious. I don't know anything about the gods. But I know you can hear me. I've seen my friend do amazing things because of the love of her god. So, if you really believe in us, and you can help us get me home to the people I care about, I won't complain about how I got here. I believe in helping others. So, with your help, I'd like to bring some light to this world, as my love brought light into mine. And then I step back in, keep watch.
Okay. Okay. Give me a religion check with disadvantage. You are not a religious person.
No.
You don't normally talk to gods, and this is a god that does not talk to people, or there's something going on.
I rolled a natural 1, so.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
nothing
I wasn't
happens.
expecting anything.
Okay. So you're keeping watch, and as you...
Cat just bit my foot.
It's pretty uneventful. Nothing. The thing about the dome is that the dome, when you are inside, it is completely see-through for you. So essentially, it feels like you guys are camping outside, except for it's warm, it's hospitable, it's dimly lit. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. But to everything on the outside, they just see an opaqueness. A distortion of the area, essentially. But you're sitting there and you're watching, nothing interesting happens. You kind of hear rustling in bushes, kind of further down the road, and on the other direction in the area with where the forest is and whatnot. You hear like howls, and you see ravens flying over above, but that's kind of all that happens during your watch. Your 4 hours are up if you want to wake someone else.
Before I do that, I cast Minor Illusion in my hand. And I'm not going to describe it because nobody can see what it is except for me. And as I'm looking at the face there, I say, I am safe. I am clean. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am loved. I dispel the illusion, and I wake up me.
Okay.
All right. Me kind of like wakes up.
Your turn.
My turn. He gets up and he starts muddling to himself again. I guess since he's close enough, he's muddling in Draconic because that's the thing that was cool, you know. So he's muddling to himself, and he goes to watch, and you know he's just kind of stroking his chicken.
As me gets up to walks away and starts speaking in that draconic language, Spit kind of like perks up, and he kind of walks over to you and he's like,
Hey, that's the language those weird green things spoke to me. Do you know what she said?
he comes and like kind of sits down next to you, and he just like kind of starts like petting the chicken, just kind of like looking at it.
He wants to eat the chicken.
That, or he's so very procured by petting this animal.
Or that, yeah. Maybe he's never done that kind of a thing before.
Yeah.
Just
They said things that were not true. They said lies.
it felt kind of mean.
They weren't very nice things.
Yeah, I kind of felt it. I didn't like that. It made me sad.
Don't worry about it, buddy. I kind of like, I put my hand on his back and I like, you know, pat him on the back.
He kind of turns and looks up to you, and he's like,
You seem kind of sad too. Are you okay?
I've just never been close to anyone, and this was kind of close.
That was really scary.
It was. Wish I could do something to actually be a use.
I think you're useful.
Thank
You
you,
help
Spit.
people. You help them be stronger.
I guess that's something.
Can I eat your chicken?
No, I kindly, look at him like, no, Spit. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me know if it poops the little round white things. I'm gonna eat those.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
In fact, I'll save those just for you, and this will be your source of the little white things.
Perfect. I already ate all the ones that were in Francisco's bag.
Good job, Spit. I'm proud of you.
"You're asleep."
I wanted to cry for a second, and then like,
You forgot all about that. Gosh, my cheeks
Oh.
You see that Spit just gets up and he kind of like walks back to his little corner. He finds imra'lyr has kind of like moved over to where he was, so he kind of cuddles up next to her and falls asleep.
My baby.
I love him so much.
And as you sit there, kind of stroking the little chicken, kind of thinking and pondering over the events of the day, kind of wondering, like, you know, what can you do? Your friends are very strong, and me kind of feels this sense of like maybe wanting to become stronger, not knowing what to do. Nothing happens though. Your 4 hours kind of pass, and as the night goes on, the sun slowly begins to rise, and it is the next morning. But before we get on our way and continue on the road, we are going to take a quick break. So we thank you everyone at home for watching. We appreciate it so much. We hope you're enjoying this episode. We are going to take a 10-minute break, so we will be back at around 7:44. But until then, thank you for watching, and we'll be right back. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. So, you guys, like I said, the sun is coming up. Morning is approaching. Eventually, it gets up high enough where you feel safe enough to bring the dome down. You guys
That just goes away after 8 hours.
Okay, you guys start packing up and getting prepared. Then, is there anything you're wanting to do before you take off?
What do we do with these children?
You see that
Kinsley.
What? No.
We need to figure out what we're going to do with these children. We can't take them to their...
Oh. Where are they from?
Probably where we came from. But
You
I don't
see-
know
What
if it's a
if
good
they're
idea
not?
to take them back.
you guys look over and you see that the two children are like hanging out and talking with Ismark and Irina as if they know them.
I mean, I am not comfortable taking them to parents who would trade them for whatever those dessert things were. And then if we did, they might just come back for them.
But then what do we do?
We can't take them. Can we take... I'm worried that if we take them
Why
with us,
don't-
they'll be in danger.
Why don't we ask Ismark and Irina?
Sure.
And
Okay.
walk over to them.
Okay, you see that Irina is like kneeling down, kind of talking to the little boy and girl, and Ismark's just standing there smiling, looking at both of them. And as you approach, Ismark is like, "Oh yes, are you guys ready to keep going?"
I kind of pull him aside
Okay.
so he's
He walks
not
over with
within earshot of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Ismark,
Yes.
what do we do with the children?
Well, for now, they're coming with us.
Do you think they'll be safe?
Well, they sure as heck aren't safe back in the village of Barovia. I mean, the
We
children...
agree.
Yeah, my sister and I, the town is not very big, so everyone knows everyone. And obviously, Freak and Myrtle, like their parents aren't the best ones to look after them. They don't even want to go home. They want nothing to do with their families. So for now, they will come with us, and maybe there's a place for them at the church in the town of Valaki, or something. I mean, there's it's a big town. It's relatively large. So for now, we just take them with us, at least to Valaki, and then we figure it out from there. I'm not leaving them here, and I'm not taking
No,
them
of
back.
course not. I don't know this area and wanted
None
to
of
go
us
by
do.
what... Well, I just wanted to make sure that they would be taken care of.
They will be. I mean, Barovians, most of us aren't very good, so the rest of us have to pick up the slack. So these children are in need, so we will take care of them.
I look back to Imra. Are you like near me? Or are you like hearing
I'm close enough to hear what's going on, but I'm not like in the conversation.
Okay. I look back to Ismark. Okay, then shall we get going?
Yes, let's continue.
Francesca!
During this whole conversation, Francesca is like with her sword, like holds her sword out and is just checking the eyes. Like, I am ugly.
It's your left eye, by
Francesca.
the way.
I cannot fix it.
I cannot fix it.
I'm going to roll intelligence check to see if she would know the difference. That's a 1.
We know the difference between what? I
Left
missed
and right eye.
Cyborg eye and his normal eye.
Which one is my normal one again? Oh, just know that I cannot change it.
Oh my
She's just too
gosh.
distraught, okay? She's distraught.
Francesca, we're going to
Mascara is
your
running
eye,
down
just
her
so-
eye,
just
her
so-
cheeks.
not to alarm anybody by your amazing new friend.
I
So-
pull out a cloth.
I've
Don't say a
already.
word. Okay, well, I pull out an extra cloth, and I don't say where it's from, but I put it over his eye as a second layer.
Did you just take that out from around your waist?
No.
Under your pants?
No, I took this out from under the waist of a bugbear that you may have been familiar with.
Oh.
I am rolling perception on this.
Yeah, do we notice?
You guys remember
Well,
Clark?
you'd have to
I still have
roll
his clothes.
a history check or intelligence check, not a perception, because it would have just come out of me's bag.
I love collecting
17.
random things.
8.
Francesca, intelligence or history?
9.
Kinsley knows where it came from, and now Spit does too because me told him.
That's so funny. Give it to him.
Yep. It's already around his head.
Me,
Cover
I
the
know
eye.
if 2 are necessary.
I take it off. Are you trying to give him pink eye?
Well, I mean, do you
like,
think? I don't think the
I-
eye could be infected.
But the area around it could. And I'm going to. Well, I don't have anything to burn it.
Can I try to take it back?
I am
Everyone-
7 feet tall.
Everyone should have like a tinderbox and
Tinderbox,
stuff.
that's
in
how
it.
I
Can I
set the
make?
bed on
Can I
fire.
make my? Can I make my legs longer so I can reach up and try to grab it?
Probably not
You
that
two
tall.
are being ridiculous. Let's go. And I hook arms with
back.
Francesca. I grab Spit's hand, and we start walking down the lane
Okay.
like Wizard of Oz.
I need a complete set,
Francesca's just
otherwise.
crying the whole way.
And I'm just like, it's okay, Francesca.
I put it in the bag of holding.
You know, I'm fine with that too.
Now it's gonna infect all of our stuff.
I'm just like, okay.
I don't think it touches anything
No,
inside
it goes into its own little.
pocket
Its own little
dimension.
void.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys start walking down the
Keeping
road.
an eye out. I am looking everywhere for anything.
Okay, so you see that the road kind of curves. It is a very mountainous area, so there are mountains and hills all around you. You guys have kind of been walking in this deep valley that curves left and right. Eventually, the road leads back into a foresty area. You guys were kind of out in the open in the hills for a little while. As you're walking, eventually on the right, you see a clearing, and that clearing kind of goes and reaches out about a quarter mile through the trees, a giant lake, a huge lake. And there is a path that goes directly to the lake, or you guys can keep walking towards on the road you guys have been walking on.
Can we take a look at
Look
the
at the
map?
map.
Yeah, let me grab it for you. Un momento, por favor.
And as we're walking,
Yep.
when I'm not around me, I have taken out my tinderbox, and I'm gonna burn it.
And you're just lighting it.
I burn.
Can I do a perception
Clark's
check to see if I
thing.
can notice her doing this?
I don't know, loincloth.
You can do a perception check. Kinsley, do a stealth or sleight of hand.
You know what? Because I know he will be trying to find me, I'm gonna use my bonus action and, go and turn invisible and do this.
Oh, so yeah,
I only rolled an 11, so.
You're not gonna be able.
It's
to
something
see
that
me.
I've been able to do from the beginning. I just haven't had the necessity to.
Where'd Kinsley go?
I'm just gonna burn it real quick, and then I like pop back into, because it only lasts for a turn technically. So for 6 seconds, while I'm getting it ready,
There you are.
I pop in and out,
Something burning.
D.
and it's way behind. Like it's already like burnt up
It's a rancid burn.
on the ground.
Burning my eyes.
It's on the road, on the dirt road.
Something is
We
not
can,
very.
we
Let's
can
walk a
smell
little
it
faster.
for like a mile away.
Walk
So
a little faster.
you guys
Would have
open.
infected his eye.
Fermenting.
You guys open up the map eventually, and you see that this is the clearing I was talking about. You can see out to this giant lake, and Ismark kind of goes by, and he's like, "Oh, that must be Lake Zarovich. That's Zitana Veleki is right, like on the coast of it. We must be very close."
Oh,
Oh, if we wanted to, we could always travel by that, like actual lakeside.
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. The last
don't
time
think
we
we
traveled
really
by
need
water,
to.
we were attacked by. like gesture towards Spit.
yeah.
What? What did I do?
No, you did nothing. You're wonderful.
It'd
let's
make it
just keep
faster for some of
walking.
us to travel.
Well, I mean,
we don't
last
really
time
need
this last
to.
time this group with us traveled near the water, we ran into a really nice little camp. That I mean, I thought all the Vistani were evil because they all work for Strahd, obviously. But I mean, they seemed pretty nice. They were very nice to us.
Yes,
That's a good point. Who knows what
there-
kind of treasures
people
we
are
can run
never
into.
cut and dry, but I would prefer not to run the risk of running into any danger. And just
if
keep
the-
to the road.
I don't want to see my reflection right now.
Francesca, you can't even see anything because half your eyes are covered. I'm pretty good at it. I don't know, this is probably the first
I
time that
know.
you've been
I mean,
blinded
I know
in
it's
one eye.
there. I know it's there.
I mean, you could just
Waiting
you
to
could
be
just
revealed.
close. You could just close the eye.
Well, I don't think that's the point. Anyway, I vote that we don't go near the water. It just seems like it would take longer.
I don't
Looks
really
like
need
there's
to.
looks like there's a path to it over by Veleki anyways. So if we want to check it out
Right.
at some point.
But
Let's
on that
just
side
stay
where
on the
Veleki
road,
is.
and
Okay.
we'll just stay on the road.
So you guys
Alright.
choose to stay on the road.
I rather be, attacked by something from the forest that I can deal with. I'm not familiar with anything that might come out of the water.
Agreed.
Okay. So you guys continue to walk through the forest on the old Svalak Road. Sorry if you heard that. That was my dog barking. And let's see. Yep. And you guys keep walking. Nothing.
I am keeping a lookout.
Yes.
Same.
So
Stroking
yeah.
that chicken, keeping that plant alive.
Eventually, as you guys are walking, the trees start to part as the road continues. And you see that the old Svalak Road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half-dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them. You guys approach, and the two shadowy figures behind the gates say, "Halt! What are you wanting with the Velaki?"
Ismark, I think this is your thing.
I don't know. I mean, I've never been here. We're just as much strangers as you are. What am I supposed to
Francesca-
say?
Francesca goes up to the man and is like, "Look, I had a terrible day. I've been attacked by horrible creatures. All up to this point, I just want somewhere to rest in a bed where I can sleep." And she just starts breaking down, just ugly crying. She's like,
It's been a difficult couple of days. We're just looking for refuge.
make a persuasion check with advantage, Francisco.
Men don't know how to deal with women crying.
That's the truth. Roll well, man.
Okay, great.
Rolls 2, not
Advantage.
1.
Stop
Hey,
it.
That's
don't
a 20.
jinx it, man.
You're muted.
That's a 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20?
See, it wasn't a jinx. It was an opposite.
The
You see
first
the
one was a
guard.
4, the second one was an 18.
You see the guard turns to the other one. He's like, oh, she's crying. What do I do? I don't know. I mean, they don't seem dangerous. Just let them inside. You guys better not stir up any trouble. If you do, then we're all going to be in trouble. So he goes and opens the gate, and he lets you all inside. Just go. Just go. Stop crying. Just go. Just go.
Senor.
So you
We guide her
guys,
inside.
okay, you guys make your way inside, and you see this pretty dang big town. You guys are coming in the eastern gate, and as you do, let me see something real quick. You guys walk down the lane heading west, and you can see that it curves just a little bit, but not a ton, as it winds its way through the village. Eventually, you get to, on your left, you see what you could consider to be a pretty big stockyard. It's just like an area full of a bunch of weird stuff. Like people have left their carts here, their horses here, lots of barrels and stuff. You see a fanciful looking cart kind of hidden in the back. You keep walking, and after probably about, I'd say, a quarter mile, you make your way to what looks to be the center of town. There are lots of people everywhere. Lots is a relative word. You see more people than you saw in the village of Barovia. It still looks a little sad, but not as sad. You see lots of little flyers everywhere. All of them talk about some kind of festival called the... where is it? Where is it? Well, talking about the festival that has to do with the wolves, the Wolf's Head Jamboree is what it says, and you can imagine that has to do with the pikes out front and why there were wolves' heads on there. But yeah, so you guys get into the center of this town. There's a road leading north, one leading west, and then east back the way you came, and lots of kind of neighborhoods in between. What would you guys like to do?
Where did you two want to go now that we are here?
Oh goodness, I don't know. We just knew that this place was fortified. I mean, look at the walls. Obviously
Yes, yes.
nothing.
But the important thing is now, how are you going to live? You
We
need
have,
to work. You need a place to stay, to feed yourselves.
yes,
Well,
well, we
didn't
have
didn't they also want to go to the next town over?
possibly.
one for-
Yes. Priest Donovic suggested that maybe we make our way over to Kresk. The city of Kresk has an old, very important, some kind of church or temple or something, and he thinks that we will be safest there. So it's possible that we would want to make our way there. But we don't know. Let's find out. Maybe we should find some kind of tavern or see if maybe there are some rooms we can rent somewhere. Just kind of get our foot in the door so we can figure out what's going on.
Seems fair.
Let's find the tavern or inn or
Okay.
someplace we can be. You and I both.
Okay. So you guys start looking around, and eventually you guys do find what looks like a inn. You see that gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens are perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. And you guys head inside, and you see that there is a rather large gentleman with dark black hair and a black mustache and goatee behind the counter, and he's kind of like cleaning and serving drinks. You see that a woman is kind of walking around the area also with dark hair. And you see 2 little boys kind of running around the inn, and they also have dark hair. Seated in the back of the tavern over on one side, there is an individual that looks more colorfully dressed than most and has pointy ears. And besides that, there are 2 other individuals kind of drinking heavily in another corner of the inn.
Well, this is cheerful. Different than where we came in from.
I go up to the bar.
Yeah,
and
I go up with
order,
Francisco.
like, a lot of drinks. Bartender, I need some strong stuff. Something really strong. I don't know, and I want all of it.
Well, you must not be from around here. If you were, you would know that the only thing in Barovia is wine. It's not bad wine, too. I mean, I like it a lot. We have 2 kinds. We have the purple grape mash, number 3, and then the red dragon crush. The red dragon crush is a better wine. It'll run you 1 silver piece, or the grape mash number 3 is 3 copper.
Which one will get me drunk faster?
Probably the more expensive one.
I would like 3.
Okay.
You see he goes behind him. There's like 3 giant casks, huge ones, like these barrels are ginormous. And you see he goes over and he fills up 3 flagons of wine and brings them over to you. He's like,
3 silver pieces, please.
So much for cheerful.
Excuse me, bartender.
Yes.
Can I get one of those wines as well in the bottle?
In the bottle. So we don't have any bottles here. It's all in the kegs.
Yeah, I'll take one as well. One of the red dragons.
Okay. You see he goes over and he fills it up. 1 silver piece, please.
And in the silver.
All right. And then for you, my friends. He looks over at imra'lyr, Kinsley, Irina, and Ismark, and they're like, no, we're good. Ismark kind of comes up and he's like, yes, I have some questions. Do you have places to stay? My sister and I are new in town. We are from the village of Barovia, and we just got here. And we're thinking maybe to make this place our new home, because the village of Barovia is terrible, and we don't want to be there anymore. You see that the bartender turns. Yes, we have rooms for rent. You can stay here as long as you like. Right now, the rooms go for, it's a gold piece a night, which also actually covers meals. So, for as long as you can continue to pay that, you can stay here. You see that Ismark and Irina are pretty excited about that. I mean, having been the burgomaster's children, I mean, they're not super wealthy.
Loaded.
They're not super wealthy, but they have enough money where that'll take care of them for a little bit. So Ismark kind of turns to the bartender and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we'll take 1 room. Is it okay if 1 room was that serves the need of me, my sister, and these children?" Yes, that's fine. Yes, that's perfect. If you want meals all the way around, though, I'm going to add an extra 5 silver a day. I mean, the 1 gold piece is really meant for 1 person. And And you see Ismark is totally cool with that. It's a good bargain. So he goes ahead and pays for a golden 5 silver for the night and for food. And he's like, we are going to go upstairs and get situated. You guys could come find us if you need anything. And maybe we could find you if we need something. Is that okay? Can
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Me nods.
Then we'll do that. It's been a long journey. I think we need a little bit of rest. Okay. So they turn and they go up into the top parts of the inn. Erwin, or the bartender, gives them their key, and he calls over the lady, and she shows them up to their room. And for you, my friends, you wanting to stay as well?
I don't know.
What time of day is it?
It's not that late. I mean, it's probably afternoon.
Let us. We need to convene and have a discussion.
Do you want? You're obviously new in town as well. Is there anything you want to know about our village? I mean, you've never been here.
What is this festival thing that we've been seeing papers for?
Yes, that would be our burgomaster. He likes to. He believes that if he throws a festival every week, that he will help everyone in Vallaki be happy, and if that happens, then all will be well, is what he says. All will be well, and we will be able to be happy, and Strahd will have no control here, blah, blah, blah. So, that's what he does. He throws parties all the time, and honestly, most of us are sick of it, but there's nothing we can do.
Has anyone tried to talk to him about that?
Oh no, you do not go against anything the burgomaster says or does, or he either throws you in the stocks, or I've also heard that he has taken some people back to his mansion to have the evil purged from them, is what we've kind of heard.
What is this place?
I'm really drunk right now. Should I fight him? That's a good idea.
No.
No, just lay down.
I can punch him in the face.
No, just lay down.
Francesca,
I
just relax.
I tip Francisco over.
My friends, let me introduce myself. My name is Erwin. This is my inn. This is the Blue Water Inn. Urban Martikov. My family are the Martikovs. My wife over there is Danica. You see that she's running around, and she's like, those two boys running around, that's Brom and Bray. They are my sons. I know that Barovia is a very dark place, and I know that there's not much happiness, but I try to make my inn an escape for those who need it. It is a pillar of light in the darkness that is Barovia. I mean, yes, fights break out here, and bad things happen, but I try to make things better. That is all I can do. So that is what I choose to do.
Do you know of any place in town that may have information about Barovia? Maybe a library or
No, there's
something like that?
There's no libraries. I mean, most of what we say and have are word of mouth. So, I mean, I can tell you everything you want to know about this town, about Vallaki itself. Other than that, I don't know what you want to know.
What kind of things are out there in the woods?
Everything. Everything that is dark is out there. There are a couple hunters who come by once in a while. They are willing to take people out during the day only. They have information about stuff in the areas. As far as outside of Vallaki, what I do know is that west of town there is some kind of haunted mansion. And legend has said that a dragon died there long ago. I don't know much besides that. And then the other thing out of town I know is that south of town there's a village that has been abandoned for decades. The old burgomaster there committed some terrible offense and incurred the wrath of Strahd, so it's kind of in ruin. And then directly outside of Vallaki, there is a Vistani camp. But they are not welcome here in Vallaki. People get very nervous around them. So, I mean, I don't know if you know, but Vistani mostly work for Strahd.
I
so,
nod my head.
We are aware.
We do not allow them in.
I bang my head on the table.
I lift up. As he bangs his head, I push it to make it bang harder.
Me.
Oh my gosh.
Sir,
Francisco, stop.
what do you know? What sort of crimes this individual burgomaster committed to incur the wrath of Strahd?
Is from the village in the south of here?
Yes.
No, I don't know. It was a long time ago. All I know is that there was a town, something happened, and now there's not so much a town anymore. And I imagine if he incurred the wrath of Strahd, he probably was cursed or something. But it's a ruin essentially.
Right. Do you have any information on werewolves and vampires?
I know that we see werewolves in the forest around here. I've heard whisperings that there might be some more so west of town. But that's all I really know. Most of what we see around here are regular wolves and a couple times some dire wolves. Those hunters I talked about, they go out and they will hunt them. But it seems that they always just come back. That more and more just keep coming. There's no sense of culling the herd, as you may say.
Is there anyone you know in town who would have information about these creatures, vampires and werewolves? Both of them.
No, I'm sorry. Once in a while, I hear that children are stolen in the night, and people assume that it is werewolves, but I don't know anyone personally who's lost a child to something like that, and the official reports don't give details. It seems that people don't really know. They don't know what did it. They just know that the child is gone in the morning.
All right. Well, thank you. We have some things to discuss. We'll let you know if we need any rooms.
Okay, yeah. You're welcome to stay. There's booths right over there. Let me know if you want any food or drink. And yeah, stay as long as you'd like.
Me starts mumbling in Draconic again.
Me, what are you saying?
Just thinking. It's nothing important.
DM, did the bartender give us a location on where that dragon was supposedly?
He said in the
He said west of town, I believe. Let me look that up.
west of town, haunted mansion where a dragon died.
Yeah, legend has it that a dragon died there long, long ago.
Are we going to go to another creepy house?
Probably.
We may
hope so.
need to.
We need... Okay, first things first. We need to decide what we're doing about these siblings. What was the deal? Were they going to pay us? Why are we here? Why did we help them? What was the deal?
I'm really drunk right now. But I pay for my drink.
Well, they didn't offer to pay for our rooms.
They didn't offer to pay you guys at all.
Yeah, they just asked for help.
Yep.
I feel like I remember.
I push Francisco the rest of my wine.
I push it away.
Talk about.
Okay, so then we need to discuss. Are we taking them to this other place? Or are we leaving them on their own?
I mean, we
Well.
could just ditch them if we want. It's
It's
an option.
Don't need.
I'm not opposed to that option. They can always find somebody else to take them the rest of the way.
They did
Well,
just say
yeah.
that they wanted. They did say they just wanted to go to Valeki. It was the priest that suggested the other town.
There is also that questionable connection with Strahd the sister has. And if our goal is to defeat Strahd, it might at least be useful to have some sort of connection to...
We're all saying this like we're not being loud. We're all in our
No,
own
we're
little,
in
like,
a little booth
right.
in the corner.
Can I see if anyone's
you
paying
hear?
attention to us?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh man.
Francesca leans into
Dirty 20.
So you kind of look around, and it seems that the two guys that are drinking heavily in the back, they've kind of taken notice of you, but not in a sinister way. They seem more interested than anything else. The other guy with the pointed ears in the corner, just kind of sticking to himself. Looking over at him, you see that he has some pretty interesting looking clothes on, like festivally, not festivally, like entertainer type clothing, big pompous hat and whatnot. But he's just kind of keeping to himself, kind of writing notes in like what looks like a journal or something. And you see that the bartender keeps looking over, but just to kind of see like if you guys need something or whatever. No one seems to super be paying attention to you.
Being familiar with performers and things, can I kind of tell what sort of his business is, the elf guy? Who I'm assuming he's an elf.
I mean, with
I
that
rolled a dirty
perception
20.
check, yeah, you don't notice like any type of musical instrument.
Can I look at this elf dude?
Is he an elf?
and, Or pointed-eared individual?
He's got facial hair.
So half elf probably.
Can I see if I can look what, like, him writing? Like, can I see what language, maybe, if I know it, he's writing in?
I mean, it's kind of far away, so you can't really tell.
Okay, so...
You'd have to get a closer look.
I kind of take note of this shiny individual, because I notice Imra looking, and I start looking, and I get curious. So, I go ahead, and... Oh, I forgot. Wait, we took long rest, right?
We did.
Yes.
I forgot to do that. Hold on, let me just... There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use... Where'd it go?
Can I tell if the guy's a bard, at least?
Well, like I said, he has no musical instruments.
Right, but you don't have to, bards don't actually need musical instruments per se to be a bard.
I don't know how you would tell. I mean, you can tell he's an entertainer. Like, he looks like an entertainer.
But does he have anything magical about him?
It wouldn't appear that he does.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to wild shape into, like, first I'm gonna want to look around, you know, kind of sink in and be like, I'll be right back, guys. And I wild shape into a spider, and
He's gonna smack you with his book, and you're gonna pop up as me sitting on the table.
This is never a good idea.
I turn into a spider and I climb to the ceiling, and I like try to web myself just you know, enough to where I can see the writing in his book.
Okay.
While this is happening, Kinsley and I are having a discussion.
What is the intelligence of a spider?
Oh, yeah.
Good question.
Well, but you retain, like...
Yeah, you
Oh,
retain.
yeah, for-
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you
because
can
it's not
even-
polymorph, not
Yeah.
he's a
Not-
druid, so.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well-
Good.
Oh,
Why is
Oh.
this so dark?
I'll be back.
What
my
just
break-
happened?
My breaker went off. Hold on.
Oh.
And why do I have internet?
Not that breaker.
Oh, it's a different one.
He specifically, I guess, has one for his room. Very interesting.
Well,
Did anybody else see his
got all
face and it's just his
those-
eyes go, and it was creepy.
No, he's
Yeah,
got
that
all
was
those
really
extension
creepy.
cords.
while he's doing that,
Yeah.
Kinsley,
I think like an actual breaker went off. I'll be right back.
Your computer would be off if it affected you.
No,
No,
because
so-
we have multiple breakers
There are
connecting
many.
to different parts of the house. So
That
yeah,
house is so
it's-
messed
okay,
up.
go
it's
take care of it.
Anyway.
Kinsley and I will have our discussion.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, what do you want to do? We have options. We can stay here, try to find anybody who knows anything about killing vampires. We can check out these places that the innkeeper just told us about and try to see if we find any information there. I'm actually a little curious about the haunted mansion with the possible dead dragon, but that's mostly because of my background, and I'm curious to see if there's anything useful.
Well,
I just kind of pet Francesca's head.
I was interested in checking it out because of one of the cards.
Oh, right. Let's look at those real quick. We do need to be. I was thinking about that earlier and then got distracted by a little druid.
Kinsley, fight me. I want to fight you.
Yeah,
And
Francesca
just like lightly touches her arm.
Hey, Spit, how about you teach Francesca how to do a thumb war like I taught you the other night?
Oh, I love them words. Give me your hand.
And he grabs your hand and he starts using both thumbs.
I'm getting.
No, Spit, remember, I taught you how to cheat with the finger.
Yeah, no, I cheat with 2 thumbs.
All right, you do your thing, me.
Okay, it was a cord that got unplugged. By someone who
Okay.
didn't know what it was connected to.
So, Druid 1, knowledge help against enemy, powerful force, good protection, holy symbol.
Wait,
grateful,
so-
power strength.
What do I see as a spider? That's
Okay,
all I care about
okay.
now.
So you do your spider thing, and you crawl up on the wall, and you go to kind of look over this individual's shoulder and what he's writing, and you see that he's mentioning frequent conversations with an individual called Drusilla. There's like stories of long and tedious journeys by wagon. And he also, you see that there's some writings about some oddities, like some interesting individuals, including, it mentions a werehair child, some like a boy who transforms into a rabbit, half-orc woman named Gorobacha, who could chew through iron chains, a giant man-eating plant that had the most remarkable singing voice, a pair of conjoined goblins, and a small man with no legs named Fillmore Stunk, who could drink whole casks of wine without getting drunk. So
Okay. What
me-
language is he writing in?
it's in
though?
common. It's all in common.
Okay.
Yeah. So give me an intelligence check real quick.
I think
See if
he's
any
a
of those
play
things-
performer.
Shakespeare.
You said intelligence, right?
Correct.
21.
Okay, yeah. So you imagine that he is like an entertainer that deals in like carnival type stuff, maybe
gonna say,
like
he's a
freak
part of a
show,
circus.
like stuff like that. That's kind of what the vibe you're getting from this individual.
I
Me doesn't-
immediately. Wait, what?
I was gonna say, do you see anything in his stories that might have to do with our cards?
Well, you're not there.
I know, but I'm.
Do I though?
I told you what you saw.
All right.
And it didn't sound
I
like
You can come
immediately-
back and talk to us
Yeah,
about
I
it.
immediately lose interest and I go back.
Okay.
He's like a circus performer or something. It's not even.
Did you see anything?
Hey, those guys are freaks.
Yeah,
They taste funny too. I mean,
I bet they probably do.
Anyway,
Did you see anything in his writings that have to do with our
an
list
evil
of
tree, a
Thing about a
werewolf.
goblin, rabbit, child,
Something
like
about
weird-
the hated-
weird oddities and like him traveling or something. Just stuff that you would probably use in a circus.
What were the things that the bartender had pointed out other than the house with the possible dragon?
I think he said the werewolves were in the same direction as the mansion, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And then south is an abandoned village. Excuse me. What was his name?
His name is. There's so many people. Sorry, guys. Like this.
Started
This
with an
town
E?
is so big. No, it's starts with a W. Let me pull open my notes again.
Oye, wait, vení.
Oh, it's Irwin. Urwin.
It's still whatever.
Excuse me, Erwin.
Yes. What can I do for you?
This might be a strange question, and you might have mentioned this, but I was... the village where the burgomaster was, removed or whatever circumstance, abandoned village. Was it a woman or a man?
I believe it was a man.
Did he have any children? You don't know.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
All right. Thank you.
Do you know? You said that Strahd might have cursed him.
Well, I mean, lots of things that go against the Devil Strahd get cursed, so I was more or less making a joke. I have no actual evidence. Sorry. I didn't know you guys were looking for strong evidence of stuff. If you're interested in weird stuff going around and you're looking for information, lots of weird stuff happens here. North of Lake Varovich, people used to see some kind of weird, mage or wizard running around. I mean, he hasn't been seen in a while, but he used to be there. The lake itself, no one goes there much anymore because it's kind of dangerous. But one person still does. The town drunk, Bluto Krogarov, he still goes fishing there, and he comes back all right. So I mean, that's kind of weird.
Can this man fight? Can I fight them?
This man hardly ever knows where he is. I don't know where he's like a straight up empty shell kind of a guy. So I don't imagine that. I mean, maybe people or the monsters don't care for that. I don't know. He's a drunk. He comes in here and spends a lot of money, so I don't complain. But
I was more curious if you knew in what way Strahd would curse someone.
Oh gosh. All of us are cursed to never leave Barovia. That's one thing. I don't know. I mean, how does a vampire curse people? Is it just he curses things to never leave? So I mean, that's one thing.
Enslavement. All right. Let's. Well, we can't do anything until this one sobers up. So, cut him off or cut her off, please.
Okay. She hasn't had another one, so.
Right.
But
This
I
one too.
wanted
He's also cut off.
wanted another one.
Nope.
Yeah,
But
only
I
have
was so
one.
mean.
Nope.
Well, technically half of one. I tried giving the rest of it to Francisco.
Right. You two are done. You are both done. We need you sober.
I don't want to be.
Francesca, we are going to have issues if you keep this up. I do not have the patience for you being melodramatic. There are worse things than not being pretty. And I gesture to myself.
But you are beautiful on the inside. I am shallow. My looks are the only thing I have.
Thanks for confirming that I am not beautiful, Francesca. Okay. Is the innkeeper still there?
He is. He's just kind of looking at you guys like.
Sorry, this is probably very awkward for you.
Do you have
I'm
a
an
rag?
innkeeper. I see weirder things than this all the time.
Fair enough.
Excuse me, innkeep. Do you have a rag?
Yes.
Or one
What
that.
are you trying to do this time?
Do you have a rag I could use?
You're not. No, say no.
Sure.
Say no.
I reach into my bag, take another mysterious cloth. Let me decide which one it is. What?
Stop it. We don't have time for this. We're trying to figure out
You
how to get out of this
antagonizing
terrible
him
place.
is not going to help.
You can pranks another time. Let's save
All-
the pranks for later.
all
I'll
of a
even help you
sudden-
with one.
All of a sudden, the two guys on the other side of the bar start walking towards you guys, and you're like, "Are you adventurers?" You see that they're like younger looking guys. Like they're a little tripsy, a little drunk, but they look like oh my gosh, like
No.
I mean, look at your ears. You're not from around here. Like this,
Yes,
I mean,
he's also got similar ears. He's probably not around from here either. Does that make him an
but
adventurer?
he's been here forever. He's told us all his stories. I mean, he has crazy stories. Don't get
What do
me
you
wrong,
want?
but
I lean over to the
Just-
two. I apologize. She's a little cranky.
well, I mean, just wondering if you had any stories to tell. We have lots of money. We can show you. Our mother's one of the richest people in town, so we
How
can.
much money?
I don't know. Do you have good stories?
Sure.
Okay, tell me a story, and then I'll give you money.
Money first.
I mean, usually what
He's
happens
cringing.
what happens is that the story is
I don't
told,
care
and
how it's
I-
actually
and
how
then
it
we
happened.
tip you on how much.
I put my hand on Imra's shoulder, and I invite them to sit down.
Thank you. Your
And I
story?
start telling them about our fight against the dragon.
Oh, they are just enamored. It's like, oh my goodness. So wait, you're not even from Barovia. Oh my goodness.
You do realize that if these two decide to go gossip about us, it's probably going to cause trouble. If you gossip about us, I'm going to cut out your tongues. How's that?
We don't gossip. I mean, honestly, all we want to do is live our lives. I mean, Barovia is a sad place. Fortunately, we have some money, so we can use the money to drink and then listen to stories. That's all there is. That's literally all there is. I mean, these stories are incredible. I mean, Rictavio over there, his stories are pretty incredible too, but I mean, they don't seem very believable. Yours are a little bit more believable.
What stories does he say that are not believable?
Oh, just very like far off stories about some weird things we've never heard of. Like,
let
at least
me
dragons are
guess.
real.
Let me guess. A were-rabbit child?
Yes, he mentioned something about a
Yeah.
were-rabbit. I mean,
Yeah.
what the heck is a were-hair? Like, that's...
Mm.
It's strange. Like, it's not even I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's just...
Did he mention that the were-hair would eat your face off?
No? Do you know? Does
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I
He
believe
starts
you,
nodding
so...
in approval.
imra'lyr, I've never seen a werehair. What does it look like?
It is a hair that is where?
Like,
But where's the hair?
pero like the Mia, like my hair is pretty así.
It
like this.
depends on the type of hair. They come in different colors, with different levels of violence, and some will eat your faces off.
Didn't know that hair
No.
could do that. Well, my hair eat my face
Well, it's a
off.
were hair.
This is not the type of were-hairs that Rictavio told us about, but it's interesting. Another one of those stories that...
Oh, hey
Far-fetched.
guys.
How about
Yeah.
that? How about
how
You
we
want
make
the?
how
you
about
want
that?
the?
How about that time we went to, what was it called, Hades, right?
No, we
looked
went
at
to hell.
Kinsley. I went to Kinsley. All right, it's Hades. I still don't remember much from that.
There's no way that's real.
Oh, you don't think so? I
No.
shot my friend in the chest trying to save him. His soul was kidnapped, and we had to go save him. And the only way to do that was to go to hell.
How did you free him? I mean, all of us are stuck here in Barovia. How did you free him? Maybe we could do that here.
You want to kill a vampire?
No. We're not. we have nothing to do with the vampire, and we
That
want
is the only
nothing
way
do.
to get out.
Well,
You're stuck here forever.
Yeah,
Congratulations, you're miserable for the rest of your life.
Planar magic's a little bit more
Yes,
complicated.
so
you see that at the mention of killing the vampire, they get very uncomfortable, and they start to get up, and you kind of hear.
excuse me, you owe us some money.
I kind of.
You see they take out 10 gold, leave it on the table, and then as they're kind of leaving, give me a perception check.
Can I do it as well?
Yep. Everyone's sitting there except for Francisco. He's out of it.
17.
17
Where
as
are
well.
you going? Don't
Only
want to
11.
make a
Okay, so
noise.
Kinsley and me hear them mumbling that, oh, no, that Mother would not, no, Mother would want nothing to do with killing Strahd. She's, no.
Oh, we found the rich.
Ah, snap.
Tell Francisco.
So yeah, they get up and they walk over to Erwin and they kind of pay their tab and they leave.
So add 10 gold to our thingy.
Yeah,
Yep.
they give you 10 gold for the stories.
All right.
Am I
Well,
going to fight them? Where they go? I got a lot of...
we may be killing their mother.
Ooh.
Let's not be too hasty.
And
Well,
also,
you know, it's a
confident
possibility.
you convinced me to
probably,
do anything.
we also probably shouldn't be talking about this right next.
I agree.
He's
that-
back behind the bar now. Like he didn't stay there for the whole thing.
He could, come at any moment.
I didn't say anything about us killing a vampire. I told them that if they wanted to get out, they'd have to kill a vampire.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, killing the
Right.
rich lady.
Well, we're being quiet. And I was making
You see-
an offer.
All right.
So the half-elf might have heard us.
Well, it seems we have enough room to gold to cover a stay night here.
What time is it?
I mean, it's still early afternoon. You guys, it was around noon
For
when
what
you got
happened.
there. So
Okay, so here are our options. We investigate around town, see if we can find anything. Go to the haunted mansion with the dragon. Check out the abandoned village. Hunt werewolves.
I kind of like the idea of the mansion.
Yes, Kinsley and I were thinking about that also. It may be good if we went ahead and removed ourselves from town, come back later, and get a fresh look around when certain parties are not so distressed.
Or
Are you talking about me?
Yes, Francesca, I am talking about you. Right now, you are utterly useless. Which means that we cannot leave, so
Do you
let's go
want-
ahead
Do you
and...
want to kiss?
No.
Okay, I didn't want to kiss you either. I was just
I-
asking out of courtesy.
I put my hand on Francisco's mouth. I'm just like,
She starts to kiss your hand.
I just let it happen.
That's like when we would as kids trying to get each other to shut up, and we would start licking each other's palms. Oh, it was so
Yeah, it was really gross. And it would get in between your fingers.
There's a little bit of tongue.
Ah.
Does
I
anybody
just
want
let it
to
happen.
talk to the half elf over there? At least I'm assuming he's a half elf. He has pointy ears, but he grows a beard. I'm making all sorts of assumptions.
Do you want me to kiss him?
Sure,
Do you-
Francisco. Sure. Francisco.
Do you think it would help?
I
Sounds like
don't
we've-
know.
sounds like we've got our own laugh track over
I
there.
know.
For those watching at home, Francisco does live in a dorm room, so there's not much we can do about the extra noise on the stream. But sometimes it works.
Francisco. I kind of like lean to Francisco so Kinsley and Emma don't quite hear what I'm saying, but I'm not like super
Can I make a
obvious,
perception
you
check?
know?
I have a
Right
passive
here.
perception of 17, boy
And
child.
I'm just like,
Oh, mine's
Francisco,
14.
You should go kiss that man.
Okay, I am convinced.
Would I have
And they
heard
stand
this?
up.
Would I have heard this?
Yeah, with a passive perception of 17, yeah.
I
Just let it
grab
happen.
his,
Just let it happen.
grab
just
his
let it
arm
happen.
and make him sit back down.
I resist.
Oh, opposed strength check.
Hit with
Francisco,
disadvantage.
disadvantage because you're a dwarf.
Ah,
Can I help?
dang
Francisco?
it!
No, dude, this is
man.
between me and him.
What did you get,
Yeah.
Francisco?
The first roll was a 19, but the second one was a 7.
Oh, no.
16. I have no modifier.
Yeah, Kinsley's
Damn.
able to just hold you down.
But I want to kiss him.
Is he an attractive guy?
The Rictavio? Yeah, I mean, he's He's a half elf. I mean, anyone with elven blood essentially is attractive.
True.
It's like, I either want to kiss somebody or punch somebody. I can't decide which is which. So.
I stand up and I walk over to the elf-looking dude, and I kind of smoothly put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, hey, you said that lady over there, and I kind of gesture towards Francesca.
You're
Who
gesturing
is,
to a whole
like-
table.
I'm
And-
suggesting specifically to Francesca, and I'm like,
Who is sloppy drunk right now? Who is
Yeah.
white girl wasted right now?
yeah.
I'm fine.
and I say-
I'm fine, guys.
I
I'm
say-
fine.
And I say to him, I think she's into you.
Well, friend, I'm not surprised. Many women are. But she seems a little inebriated at the moment, so I'm going to let her friends take care of her.
They might be into you too.
What?
Who? What?
What?
He?
The other two women. They
We have high passive perceptions.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage, me.
Baby.
I rolled a 12, then a 16, and my persuasion is where'd it go? +6. So that's a 18 to persuade
While this is
him.
happening, I've caught Francesca's nose between my fingers like this, and I'm making her sit and like just stay.
So that's an 18 to persuade
Ah.
him.
Not like that.
Ah!
This. I'm not sticking my fingers up her nostrils. Nasty.
Well, like I said, I'm not surprised that many women are attracted to me, but again, your friends seem very interesting and they seem very busy at what they're doing. I'm open to tell stories and other things if you would like, but I'm
Why
not
don't you
interested.
come tell us a story?
Are you in a woman's guise or yourself?
No,
I'm just
me
my-
doesn't
I'm
change
just-
his form
That's what
anymore.
I thought.
Yeah, me is always me now.
Yeah.
There's a ladybug on my screen.
I can make my butt bigger.
If your friends want me to come over, I am more than happy to come over.
All right, come on over, buddy.
So
goodness.
Rictavio stands up and he is
Hey,
a very...
Francesca, close your mouth and try to breathe through your nose. You can't. I'm holding your nose closed.
Oh,
Like,
You guys are out of control.
right.
Kinsley's just kind of letting this happen. She's just
Can you
kind of
leave?
giving up.
Question: does this man still like where is that book or notebook or whatever? Does he have it like?
He has it with him. Like you see
With
that
him.
as you invite him and he gets up, he closes it up and he tucks it into his really big coat. It's a flashy red like overcoat type of thing.
Okay. Can I see what else he may like have on his possession besides the book that may be of interest?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
That is a 17.
Okay, so besides like his journal that he has on him, you do notice that he does have a pouch hidden in his coat. Besides that, he also wears a ring and he's got a nice fancy hat like I mentioned before. But other than that, I mean, it looks like he's got on stuff for show. Very flashy, flamboyant type clothes.
Me, what are you doing?
I'm inviting this gentleman over to tell us stories.
He said that everyone over here would be interested in some fantastical stories, and I have lots of them.
Do you have any stories about evil trees?
Evil trees. That is a new one. Actually, I do. There was once I was traveling through all these different areas along the coast, this magical land called the Sword Coast, far away from here. I was traveling with a group of witches, and these witches actually turned on me as we were trying to find this hidden ancient gem. They turned on me and they ended up bringing the wildlife around us to life. The trees came to life. These twig blights and all these different things came and attacked me, and I was able to just barely and narrowly escape. It was
Oh, you
quite
must be
thrilling.
very strong. Okay.
Do you have any stories from around here?
From Barovia.
Yes, I was looking for an evil tree in Barovia. We've already dealt with ones outside.
Oh, evil tree in Barovia. No, I honestly don't know much about evil trees here.
You just said that you had actually been to the Lord's Alliance, the coast.
The Sword Coast, yes.
Yes.
Magical fantasy land far away from here.
Oh, you've not actually been. You just know stories.
Well, I mean, I've been.
Are you from outside and then were brought into this terrible place then?
I've traveled all over and I found myself here.
By
Insight
accident
check.
or on purpose?
I wasn't trying to get anywhere.
I
Yeah,
wanna
Kinsley,
insight
go
check
ahead.
him.
Go ahead.
Insight
and
check.
Also, how
Me too. Can I?
How
I want to insight that also since I'm
Also,
talking to
how
him.
distracted is he by their questions right now?
Man, I'm rolling like
I mean, he's in a
Ooh.
conversation.
It was only 11 for me.
dang
11, and then imra'lyr, what was yours?
7. I have a +4 and I rolled a freaking 3.
Yeah.
I have
mean,
a +7.
You
and I
can't
rolled a 4.
really get a beat on him, but I mean, Kinsley can kind of tell that. I mean, he's full of crap, maybe.
All right, moving on.
Imra,
I don't
think
Whoa.
he's
No,
going
I am
to tell us anything.
I'm right
It's
here.
useful, I know. But you never know. Maybe sometimes people who come up with crap, you know, sometimes there's a thread of truth in the source. I mean, that's the way Fenris does it.
Are there a beautiful woman in the
bar?
bar right now?
I mean, there's the barkeep's or the innkeeper's wife. That's like
You
the
know
only
what?
other woman here.
You know what? I don't think there's anything useful he can tell us.
I whispered to Francisco, I think this is your chance. He's close enough. You can kiss him, embrace him, hug him, wrap your arms around him.
Coil yourself.
Make
in.
a persuasion check with advantage against
No,
Francisco.
no.
Would I be able to hear this though? 17.
I mean, you'd be able to hear it. You would with your passive perception, yeah.
That's a
I
14.
take
14.
14. Francisco sounds like a pretty dang good idea.
I take Francisco's head and just kind of like pull it to me and like
Like so
hold him there.
uncomfortable with your armor on.
Well, I kind of smash his face into my armor.
I was
Francisco, do you resist?
I resist heavily.
Oppose strength checks.
Disadvantage, boyo.
Disadvantage, Francisco.
God! Ah!
What'd you get?
I got a nat 20, but then I got a 5.
Ah, 12.
no.
I only got a 12.
She still beats you. She held you close. Rictavio
so
goes,
mad.
this is a little uncomfortable.
Yes, you can go.
Okay.
I want to wrap
so
myself
close.
around you.
I'm like trying to cover her mouth
Wait, real quick.
with my hand.
Hold you
I-
to my
I-
bosom.
I cast bull strength on Francesca.
Oh
my
goodness.
gosh! I wish I had restoration stocked.
So yeah, I cast enhance ability with bull strength, so Francesca can have another shot at trying to wrap
And then it would be a straight roll.
itself. Yeah.
You can make an attempt again if you want, Francisco. And
That's-
Kinsley, opposed strength check, no disadvantage this time.
Remember, bull strength, you get advantage on strength check.
Right,
Right,
so it
but
would
just
be
he's
a
a
at
straight
straight roll.
roll.
disadvantage, so it's a
Yeah.
straight one.
9.
I rolled 6.
Oh! Francisco, you break free.
I tackle him.
Oh my gosh.
While
Oh my God.
Francisco tackles him, I would like to kind of, nonchalantly come by and, while he's distracted with Francesca, slip my hand into his pocket and take his notebook.
Just his notebook?
So,
Well,
okay.
I mean, what I can grab, but...
Okay, so Francisco first make an opposed dex check.
Oh man,
Come
I'm so junk.
on.
So that's with disadvantage.
Well, no. It does that spell. Me spell only lasts for the one time, or is
Well,
No,
it
it's
only does strength.
concentration, but
We're
that's
doing
strength.
dex
That's
checks.
dexterity.
Oh, Dex. Okay.
Yeah, this is a dex check to see if
Sorry,
you can
I was
actually
writing
catch the guy. What'd you get?
7.
You got an 18. So I forgot to mention he actually does carry a cane. So as soon as Francisco dives, he steps out of the way, lets you fall, pulls a saber from his cane and points it at you. And he's like, "My dear, I know you're drunk, but this is neither the place nor the time." You see, he as he's got you at knife point, he looks over and he's like, "Erwin, can I get that steak and apple, please? I think I'm going to leave now." It's like,
I want to fight.
Francesca, really?
Are you?
I
I
knew
want
you
to
were the
fight.
best.
I
but
look at
come on.
Francisco and I nod.
my dear, no, we're not going to fight. There's not going to be anything bad happen here. We're not going to shed blood here in this nice inn. Erwin does everything he can to keep this a nice, peaceful, wonderful place. And if you're going to go and ruin that for him, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Like my hand is twitching above the hilt of my sword right now. I want to hit something so
my
bad right
gosh.
now. I'm gonna make a wisdom check real quick.
Yeah.
While he does this, I cast Tasha's hideous laughter on Francesca.
Okay, it's okay. I am smart. I'm wise enough not to attack him.
Okay, then I won't.
Hand twitching, reaching.
But I'm pointed.
And
I
just-
have a hand pointed at Francesca, just in the case. Francesca, I'm going to tell you a wonderful joke. If you don't stop it, you know what happens when I tell jokes.
I don't want to do it. I want to do it. And slowly I get up.
My
and I
apologies.
walk away. I walk
She's
outside.
had a
and I
very
start walking around
terrible couple of days, just like everybody else.
Not a problem. I imagine you are probably new adventures in Barovia, and I'm truly sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Have
He
fun
turned-
telling your stories.
He walks over to Erwin, and you see that Erwin has an apple and like a wrapped up piece of steak, and Rictavio turns to leave, and he sees spit kind of eyeball on the food, and he's like, "Oh, my little friend, I would give you some, but this is for my friend, the destitute toy maker here in town. Everyone has to eat, right?" And he goes and he
Spit.
leaves.
If you're hungry, you should have said something.
I'm sorry, I just last night with the chicken, and then I didn't get any eggs in the morning. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Erwin,
Can I
can
check
we
if the chicken
get
has laid
some
eggs?
lunch, please?
Yes. 1 second. Let me go mix something up for you.
And Francesca went outside.
Preferably meat.
She's going walking around the block.
I go outside and I kind of just follow, keep an eye on her. I'll be right back.
Okay, so eventually the guy comes over and he's like, unfortunately, right now all we have is hot beet soup and fresh bread. Well, I guess I have wolf steaks too, but they're a little more expensive.
How much?
Wolves?
A gold.
For one?
For all of you. No, for all of you.
Huh. I give him 2 gold and say soup, bread, and sticks all around for our table.
Right away. And he goes in the back and he starts cooking up. imra'lyr, you
Probably
said
should have
you
gotten-
follow...
I follow Francesca, just keeping an eye on her.
Okay.
Can I make a can I like see if there's anyone else still in the tavern, or is it just at this point Kinsley, Spit, me, and
Essentially,
back?
that's all that's left, yeah.
All right. How far away are the ale kegs from the front
Oh my
area?
goodness. We're never
far
leaving this
they're
in.
they're pretty far away.
Me doesn't even bother then.
Okay. So, Francesca, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I am looking for water.
Okay. Let me pop open the map real quick so I can see what you got around you. Oops. So, you know, there isn't much in the way of water stuff around here, but you do know that there is a lake north of town.
Oh no.
I don't go towards the lake.
It's a shame.
I'm real tempted to. If I had gotten lower than a 10, I totally would have. Well then, what should I do? I want to go find somewhere where
Actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. Right outside the inn, there is a little well. So,
I go to that well.
okay. So you go to the well, and what do you do?
How deep is the water?
Surprisingly, the water's up pretty high, but you still would need a little pull bucket to get it up.
Okay, I pull some water out. Pull the bucket.
I thought you were gonna jump in the well.
Okay, you pull up the bucket of water.
I stare into it, and I dunk my head into the water.
Okay, you dunk your head into the water, and it's icy cold. It feels actually pretty refreshing.
I flip my hair up, like getting water spraying everywhere. Beautiful hair flip.
You're muted.
Style.
Beautiful
His mic
hair
keeps
flip.
going on and off.
Well, okay, so it's because I'm trying to
Limit the
push to talk. Sorry,
Yeah,
because
just make sure you're
because of the
pushing.
noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hair flip, water sprays everywhere. Sexy hair flip.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, and I just kind of stare into the bucket, and I kind of take off the cloth around my head, and I just stare at myself, at my reflection.
I walk
turn
over.
and I turn back into a man.
I walk over. Do you feel better?
I feel a little less drunk. Yes, yes.
Is it really so terrible?
Well, I guess looks-wise, it's not so terrible, but it makes me feel pretty terrible for what I promised to my mother.
What promise did you make that makes you believe that she would be upset?
She didn't want me to be a soldier, to, work how I work, because she was very afraid of me getting hurt. And so I promised her that I would never get hurt, and that if I did, if I had any serious lesions or injuries or whatever, I would have to come home immediately, and I had to give up my career and whatever I am doing, and I had to go, and she wants me to do, I don't know, she wants me to go to school. I don't know why. I don't understand what she wants. And so, I've gotten hurt plenty of times. I've lost the scar, but I can hide them with my magic, so she never knew. But now, I can't hide it.
Well,
This is something I cannot hide.
you do know that she won't be able to see you unless we get out of here anyway. And that I have a very powerful friend who, for a prize, might be able, well...
You're
I'm pretty
talking
sure.
about your wizard friend.
Yes.
Yes, I know him.
Yes, I know. But the goal is, Francisco, we need to find out what this is and what it is doing and why they put it in you.
I know.
That should be more of the concern right now.
I know.
It doesn't do anything to change how attractive you are.
It's less about being more attractive. I mean, yes, I can deal with it, fine, whatever. But it's just that I don't want to give up what I do, you know? It's like I found my calling. Yes, that. It is like I found my calling. You know, when you guys came and we started fighting on the bad guys, like it was so cool, you know? And I am in danger of losing that. And I know I shouldn't lie to my mother either. And so I am just very conflicted right now about what I should do.
I don't have anything to offer you. I haven't seen my parents in a very long time and I don't even know where they are. So, I don't have experience in these situations. And I don't think the others would have much to offer you either. But we're here for you. And we'll find a way. We'll fix it. Whether it's to hide it or get rid of it or something.
I just wish I know how to do magic or something to fix this or get rid of it. I don't know how to do it. I'm not smart enough.
Well, maybe if you start, practicing, you'll find a way. And we'll help you.
What? Are you saying I should go and do math or something?
I don't know. What are you interested in? You seem to be kind of curious about magic. Maybe we can find magic for you to study.
That would be kind of fun, you know. I like it because when I read the books, there's always like a wizard or something that's super cool and super wise, and everyone always goes to him. So, I always want to be like the cool wizard in that, like, first 20 pages of the book that I read.
Because you never complete one?
There's not enough pictures.
Yes, I understand.
Or they get to like a really long boring part where there's like a description about grass or something. I don't know.
I barely know how. Well, let's go inside. We got some lunch.
Okay. And I turn back into Shakira.
So you guys start to go back inside. Francisco, you kind of like grasp onto the bucket of water that you had. Your emotions are kind of high. You don't know what's going on. You're conflicted and confused. And the more and more you run everything through your brain, the more frustrated you get. And you feel that frustration build up. And as you do, you start to feel something trickling through you. Something staticky. And all of a sudden, through your hand, as you're holding onto the bucket, squeezing onto it, you see the blue veins that were up here. You can feel them pulsing. And something goes through the end of your hand, and the whole bucket explodes into a lightning thunder of blue light as it crackles everywhere and falls to your hand, and it turns into a crisp.
What did you just do?
I don't know. That was so cool, but my
Mute.
face really hurts right now.
You're muted.
I don't know what happened. My face hurts. But my hand, it was so cool. What did I do? I didn't see what happened. The thing just exploded.
And that's where we're going to end our session.
Dang it.
Are they trying to purposefully make you powerful so you'll be a challenge or a tool?
I'm secretly a Sith.
You're a Sith. Force lightning.
Unlimited power!
The hags don't like Strahd either.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Who knows at this point?
Oh, but you guys, pretty crazy episode.
We saved Francisco.
You did it! You guys did it!
He didn't
not
die.
It wasn't so bad setting the place on fire.
Yeah, well, I should have
fine.
remembered. I was gonna have you guys dodging debris from like round 2, and then I remembered like at round 4.
Yeah, and then you only has to
Crap.
one other time.
I had so many other things like in my
Yeah.
brain, like prepping for this, because like literally, the town of Valleki is huge. Like I'm gonna have to reread the town of Valleki like 10 times to like remember
Jeez.
everything. I'm honestly surprised I remembered what I did today. But anyway. Everyone at home, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this night's episode of Lakeside Legendz and the Curse of Strahd. So what is this mysterious blue thing that's going on with Francisco? What is going on with the crazy stuff with him? And what are they going to do? What are the misfits going to do now that they're in the town of Valleki? Will they continue on their journey? Will they stay in town and see what's going on here? Only time will tell. Eventually we will get through the whole Curse of Strahd, but like I said, it is a large campaign, so it's going to take some time. But from now on, like we mentioned before, every Sunday night at 6 p.m. will be this show. Every Wednesday night at 6 p.m., and this is Pacific Standard Time for both, will be Arcana Inc. on Wednesdays. Does anyone else have any other announcements they want to make?
The last Arcana Inc., at least for a little while, is going to be this coming Wednesday. After that, I'm taking a break. And we'll start actually doing characters from our book that will be coming out in the near future.
Right,
So-
and we did kind of announce that on Arcana Inc. last week. We talked about how Laura and I, or Laura's working on a book, and she and I together are going to turn it into an audiobook, hopefully make that available. I mean, it's going to be in the future, because right now it is still in beta with readers and editing and whatnot. And then once that happens, the actual recording and editing and stuff shouldn't take too long. Honestly, the longest part is going to be recording it itself. Post-production won't take very much, because I'm going to make sure that we record it really well the first time. Post-production is really going to be like maybe some background noise and other stuff like that. Kinsley, do you have anything?
It all hinges on me.
It does. Do it good.
Everything.
So, I am busy. I don't stream on Mondays anymore. Tuesday, I will be busy, so I will not be streaming then. But Wednesday and Thursday will be the only 2 days that I'll be streaming this week. Nana Blair is my Twitch channel name. I also have a Twitter and a Instagram account that you guys can go ahead and follow me at. I do announce whether or not I'll be streaming on my Twitter. So yeah, go ahead and catch me there, guys.
All right. Anyone else? Anything else? Francisco.
So I am starting school soon, so obviously a lot of, that's why I haven't put out the video that I promised a couple weeks ago, because moving, going to school, well, I'm not starting school yet, but classes are starting soon. I have a new job, so I'm going to be a little bit busy, so upload schedule is going to be whack for the next, until I'm done with school.
Yeah.
So it's going to be here and there. I'll put something up. I'm still putting stuff up on SoundCloud. It's a little bit easier for me to like put some electronic music together. So I'll probably have more uploads there. I'm going to be doing a newer thing where I'm going to be recording some trumpet and piano music, some more classical kind of music, because that's kind of where my roots are musically, and so it's easier for me to write that kind of music. So I'll probably produce more of that style of music, piano and solo stuff. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what I do from there.
All right. Anything else from anyone else? All right, guys, don't forget, we do have our Facebook page. We do have our YouTube channel. You can type in Lakeside Legendz with a Z anywhere there. You can even go to lakesidelegends.com. We keep that updated with all of our latest art and media and whatnot. So if you want to find, like, watch all the videos we've ever made, they're all uploaded there. Or you can just go to our YouTube page because that's where it's going to pull from. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us and all that good stuff. We are still looking for more followers on Twitch, so that way we can get to associate or affiliate or whatever it is. Also, if you want to donate to us, there is a donation button at the bottom of the page. You're welcome to do that. If not, then I hope you just enjoy the content, enjoy the show, and yeah, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time down by the lakeside. Bye, guys.